Can people hear us? Can people hear
Can you
us?
hear us? Can you hear?
Oh no, I'm frozen. I think. Oh no, I'm not.
You're good.
We see you.
Okay.
How about now? Looks like I'm doing something.
I think so. I listened and it worked. I
Sounds good.
think.
All right.
Yeah.
I see things popping up on my screen, which means I think we're live.
Yeah.
So, hello, everybody. Hello. So, welcome to Fire Heist, a one-shot stream where Helpful Go Gaming plays Dungeons & Dragons, a game of shared storytelling where I finally get back at Rachel. And that'll make more sense by the end. I'm Andrew Gilbert, he, him. But tonight, I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, and I'm not alone. With me are these fine people. So why don't we go through, introduce yourselves, your pronouns, give a little bit of give your character name and pronouns. We'll get into descriptions a little bit later, but let's go ahead and start with Rachel.
Hi. I am Rachel, and I use she, her, hers pronouns. And I am playing Tell, or Telly Day, or Telly. Uh, and she also uses she, her pronouns. That's it.
Pass it to someone else then.
Oh, that's not how Fates of Ryn works, so I was confused.
It's not.
I don't know where people are. Fuck, I closed Twitch accidentally. Wait.
Someone that's below
I
you.
am directly below
might
you.
say at bottom.
No, I see you at least below me.
Yeah, right?
Exactly.
Oh, that's on Discord.
That's on
Wait a minute.
My lovely wife,
There we go.
and my I was gonna say also yes, my bottom, and I'm a tiny little stoat halfling. It's fine.
Listen,
Uh,
you don't know
Hey.
their
no,
lives.
hey,
Actually,
I'm not here to
Hey.
judge.
we're the only ones who do know their lives, so we can say that if we want.
Mhm.
Take it away.
Hello, my name is Elise. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I am playing Shay, also known as Boo, whose pronouns are she, her, hers. And that's it. That's everything. I promised Lena that we would take more time in the introductions, so
Oh, whoops.
just kidding.
I could sing some songs for you.
Or we
I
could
have some baby
continue with
songs that I sing that I've
introductions.
replaced my daughter's name with into the songs. If you want me to.
Also
No?
fun.
Okay.
I will pass things over to Sam.
Hello, everyone. I am Sam. I use he, they pronouns. But tonight I am rekindling the Asimar brother of Shay, Boucher, Hugard the Dreadnought, Knight of Bovalia. And we also go by Hugs for short. And I'm going to pass things off to my beloved Sanye.
My beloved. Wow. I am actually Heather. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I'm playing Sanye, who is a Yuan-Ti, um, and they use they, them pronouns. And yes, it will be fun. And I do believe that Joel is right above me.
Hi, everybody. My name's Joel, you him pronouns, and I've got to talk slower because Lena asked me to, so gonna remember what I'm playing. I'm playing Dr. John, Dr. Cherish John Jameson Ravenstone.
Jingleheimer
Who
Schmidt.
goes by he, him.
His name
Yes,
is
That's
my
that's
my
name
name
too.
too. Do.
We said
there's
we
more
could
middle
talk.
names. Maybe we'll get to a song. Who's a Lokafa?
Yes.
gonna
Who's a
Oh,
what?
I
What?
lost you. What?
Fish
This
person.
way. I said, oh,
Yeah,
what?
that's right. Yeah,
Oh, you know, a Lokafa.
Uh,
Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
So what part of you is fish?
The top part of the
Yes.
bottom part.
Yeah.
Oh wait, am I gonna want to eat you? Do stoats eat fish?
Ah.
Yes.
Google it.
Oh no,
Push the
not
button.
animal facts.
See?
Anyway, let's pass it to Andy before I get eaten.
Oh, they do eat fish.
Excellent to know.
Okay.
Excellent to know.
Be careful when I turn into a werestoat. Coming for it.
All right. So that's us so far. So let's go get into a couple of announcements. First of all, Helpful Goat has 3 podcast feeds that you can listen wherever you find your podcasts. We have Goats and Dragons. That is our long form 1 to 20th level campaign set in the world that we're playing in tonight, Banya. We have Helpful Goat Gaming Presents, where we play shorter campaigns, one-shots, and the sort of interlocking campaign GM'd by Galway in the world of Tyr. And we have Dom and Dragons, the 25-episode campaign where we played D&D with actor Dominic Monaghan from Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, X-Men, Lost. He's currently in Moonhaven, which I hear is delightful. So you can, Goats and Dragons, Helpful Goat Presents, and Dom and Dragons. And you can find those podcasts wherever you want. Anywhere.
Wherever you want.
Wherever.
Yeah.
At a Wendy's. Just go
I'm
in
under my
fast.
bed.
Man,
We-
this is a Wendy's?
Is that a question? We are affiliate, which means on Twitch, which means you're able to cheer and subscribe to us. And if you have Prime Gaming through Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free through that. It actually helps us out monetarily, and it's absolutely free for you. And if you don't spend it on us, please spend it on another sort of small streamer, because it is a way to get a little bit of revenue without much effort and without any pay on anyone's part. We also have several different ways you can kind of help us out. If you like us and you want to donate something, we have the coffee page, the !KO-FI in chat, and that'll get you a link to just us. Where our page where you can just buy us a coffee or something, and all of that money goes directly into Helpful Goat Gaming, the community, buying equipment, making sure that we have everything we need to continue to make live stream content and podcasts, and just keeping our, company. Technically, we're an LLC, so just kind of keeping all the stuff afloat. That's where it goes. And you can also go to the merch page and get merch from Helpful Goat that has art surrounding different tier campaigns, different things in Fates of Ryn, some of our content, and just some of our community stuff that we do. So you can type !merch in the chat and get hooked up with that. And it also helps us to just join our community. And right now, the main community hub is !Discord, and that'll get you a link to our Discord page, and that's where we hang out mostly. And we do all kinds of things in there. If you're a part of our community and you hang out and you um, show that you're an awesome person, which everyone is in the community, then we invite you to play games with us sometimes on Twitch. And if not that, certainly we play games with our community in the Discord itself. Rachel reads to us on Sundays. We watch movies together. We play board games together online through Discord. If you want to get hooked up with these fine people, with any of the DMs that you see on our programming, that's the easiest way to connect and contact with us. We also have !Donate as a command, and at Helpful Go we tend to like to highlight certain charities or certain organizations that are doing good in this world. And right now we're highlighting organizations that essentially give information and resources to essentially the fight for abortion rights. Since for some reason this country's taken a step back 50 years recently, we find that these programs and what am I trying to say? Are essentially these programs are really important to maintain, and if we're not going to have the government maintain them in a proper way, then we feel at least we should shine a little bit of light on that. So that is the donate command, and we do transfer that donate command depending on what month we're in and sort of what's going on in the world at the time that needs our support. And currently, the fight for abortion rights is the thing that we're kind of passionate about right now, and so we just want to make sure if you have a little extra cash and you're looking for something to donate to, it would even support us by helping donate to that, because we want to also do good things, and that's kind of what Helpful Goat is, the helpful part of Helpful Goat. So it does make us feel good when our community members are able to support that. Also, I believe we have a poem from Chelsea this evening as well. Would someone mind reading that?
Do
it's
it.
in our
Do it.
It's in our thing. You want to do it, Joel?
Do it. My only chance to read a Fates of Ryn poem or whatever.
Let's do it.
Venturing further into the world of Banya and the Fates of Ryn, a story of mystery and chaos lies within. A one-shot by name, but with so many implications and plot points, these events might potentially write, and perhaps some or many threats to the family to ash she'll ignite.
Oh my.
Best of luck for success, and the most wonderful mayhem surely to ensue. Much love, Goat's Stream can see and hear you.
Excellent. Chelsea, you're so amazing. Whether you're watching, I don't think you're watching it live, but as you're watching it taped, we love you so much.
We do.
And get better soon.
Mm-hmm.
Not that anything's wrong with Chelsea. She should do better. So get better.
Do better.
Chelsea, get better. I'm kidding. You're awesome. All right. So yeah. So I think with all that, we can begin tonight's episode and get a little bit of ambiance in here.
But, sorry.
I love it. All right. In the deserts north of Federo, a volcano has erupted, acting as a gateway between this world and the Fire Plane. The armies which have spilled forth are slowly making their way across the world of Banya. Federo is surrounded, and barely hanging on to their defense, another army of flame marches east, and yet the general of these forces was captured and subdued by a group of intrepid adventurers. This group now seeks to rid this plane of this general once and for all. For, if it were to be released and join with the armies of flame, the devastation to this world would be incalculable. Kept now in an iron flask. The captors of this entity, have found a way to rid this world of this creature. They have heard rumors of gateways and openings to other planes of existence. So far, they've had no luck in finding these, and yet they must continue on. The most recent myth that they've discovered has spoken about a frozen fire, a transporter to the plane of ice, a way to cast this being out into the world that will surely diminish it until it is no more. But the rumors of the frozen fire are vague and unsubstantial. Their best hope lies in a small town called Lortal, on the coast of the northernmost country of Greater Banya, far north. Here, the group looks for a diminishing hope. Now, as the teleportation spell fades and your stomachs stop turning, you discover yourself in the biting cold of large hills. Ahead of you, your vision settles on a quaint mining community. A layer of fresh snow has covered most everything around you, and yet great pillars of steam rise into the clouds from natural hot springs bubbling up to the surface in this community. The buildings here seem old, dilapidated, built around the mining structure and the hot springs, and behind you, sloping down a winding path, your vision flows to the ocean. Cold, bleak, endless ocean. And you can't help it, but your heart sinks just a bit. What could possibly be of value in this place? As you catch your breath from the unease of teleportation, a voice clears their throat ahead of you. And Joel, would you please describe your character?
Sure. Intending to meet up with the group is Dr. Jerish John Jameson Ravenstone, who goes by Dr. Ravenstone to most, Mr. Ravenstone to friends, is a stocky, elderly-looking, tan-colored Lokatha, which is a fish person race with like flippery feet, kind of a big bulbous head, covered in scales, whose face with catfish-like whiskers comes so close to the nose that it kind of resembles a mustache. He wears a brown fedora, probably too many layers of warm traveler's clothing, underneath which you can see the little bit of a red cape-like cloak that sticks out a bit as far as color, but no discernible armor anywhere. Strapped to his travel rucksack is a pickaxe and a shovel and other digging tools, in addition to a bow and a quiver. The only thing that stands out among the muted tans and browns of his attire is a colorful crystalline pendant necklace dangling over his shirt. He's with flippery feet marching forward toward the party, gasping for breath almost. Good day, my venturing companions. I did not think I was going to make it. I am Dr. Jerish John Jameson Ravens.
We're so
And
glad
you are?
to meet you, Dr. Ravenstone.
I'm gonna look up at Shay and I'm just gonna be like, I didn't know he was a fish.
Most people don't know you're a stoat, dear.
Yeah, but he looks pretty tasty.
Please don't.
But just a little bit.
No.
He won't notice, like, oh. Maybe, okay. We'll talk about
So-
it more later.
Dr. Ravenstone, so good for you to meet us here. Thank you for being here.
And who does Dr. Ravenstone see? If you could quickly kind of remind us from last time what your character is, who you are, somewhat brief, but take it away. Let's start with Rachel and Elise.
Start with Elise.
Okay.
Start with these. Yes, you see a Asmar person, beautiful, flowing hair, kind of reddish auburn that is constantly being moved by a breeze. Whether or not there is a breeze, just gorgeous flowing in the wind, and eyes that are from corner to corner gold. Um, and no irises, no anything, just gold all the way across. And dressed in just extremely beautiful, immaculate armor that shines and draws the eye and fits just perfectly, with one gemstone spot, with a cracked gem in it that is noticeably the only dent or like problem, so to speak. Like there's nothing else scratched or dented or of trouble on this armor, and that one gemstone is cracked. That's what you see of Shay.
Um, and me, I don't remember exactly how I said that I looked because it's been so long and I have a newborn baby and I wasn't able to find the exact descriptions and I'm so sorry.
It's also been weeks since we've seen you, so you could have gotten a new look, you know?
Yeah, totally. I am a halfling, but I look very feisty, I would say. Like it's almost like so I'm a were creature. I'm a were stoat. So I turn into a stoat to be even more fighty. So I kind of imagined that, like just very kind of like more intense beady eyes and and um always next to her wife, Shay, often with her hand on her bottom. And yeah, I'm gonna say now that I don't remember from before, but now with everything that she went through, that her hair is stark white. And same as when she turns into a stoat, she is a stark white stoat as well.
Excellent.
Yeah. Do you want to see the baby? Just briefly?
Yes.
Also,
Yes.
yes, please.
Baby!
Absolutely.
Oh, I startled her when I said that.
What
Oh.
Here
class
she
is the
is.
baby?
She's a monk.
Go
Oh,
child.
of course she's a
Mhm.
monk.
Oh.
Hey, baby.
What a sweet.
She's wearing a little strawberry outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
'Cause she's a little berry. Isn't she so cute?
She
So
looks so
adorable.
confused.
Isn't she
She's like,
so
Mom,
cute?
what the
Who
Oh my
are
god.
these people?
What's happening? Okay.
Aw,
There's the baby.
thank you.
And Rachel, did you know that in northern countries the stoat changes coat for the winter?
Oh, yeah, I
Right.
totally knew that.
Oh.
Yes, animal facts.
I know. I always play something with fucking animals and I have to know so much about them all the time. It's either bees or hyenas or pangolins. Now stoats.
Or
Oh,
homunculi?
which are, yeah, just
Oh.
a combination of a lot. Anyway,
Yep.
sorry, continue.
Let's go with
Uh,
Sam.
well, I guess I can continue it. Uh, yes, so Hugard is very much a similar depiction as Shay, for, I am Shay's brother. Uh, Similar, solid gold eyes, basically. And much like his sister, our outfits are, this sort of truly like resplendent armor. I had three words in my character appearance, and they were elegant, perfection, and sublime. And I think those are all still very much accurate.
Yeah, fist
Um,
bump for the Shay hugs siblings.
yeah. Uh, and while his armor did get several blemishes on it after nearly dying to a phoenix from our last fight, uh, it is now, again, without any marks, it looks glorious. The moment I know that I'm going on anything, like you know, I cast whatever I need to on it to make it look pristine. Um, yeah, and a reminder about my height. I'm like an inch or two taller than Shay. I'm like 6 foot even. I don't remember exactly how tall Shay was, but I'm like 6 foot two or something. And yeah, we're just both dashing ASMR warriors. And I will let my boo
Warriors for
thing.
peace. Come on.
Well, I'm a warrior for glory, but maybe I'll be a convert.
I'm a
Someday
warrior
I'll get
for a
ya.
piece of that ass.
Whoa!
No.
We got such good sibling slash family vibes going here.
Yeah.
Be a shame if something
Um,
happened to that. Heather, how about
Envy.
you?
Yeah. I am playing Sanye. I can English tonight. Sanye is Yuanti, snake on the bottom half and human on the top half. Um, and what in the world they're doing in this open relationship with hugs? That's a good question because um, Sanye is kind of rumpled. Has smudges of dirt here and there, wearing some leather armor that's a little bit scratched up. Um, kind of, dark hair. It's a little longer than it used to be, so it's kind of pulled back in a knot, like, um, and the sort of androgynous looking, and not really very charismatic at all. They're kind of always looking at people a little sideways, just want to know what's going on. But yeah, there you have it.
So, Dr. Ravenstone, the group that you were expecting, that might be able to help you, and you them, on this quest, one last quest for you, in a life of adventuring. Uh,
1 day away from retirement.
one day away from retirement. uh,
One
to find
last
this
time.
this frozen fire. You've tracked it, you believe, at least some of the myths, to this small mining community. Um, you found out, since you've been here, that the mining part of this was sort of actually already built on top of um, a small temple and sacred land. It was taken away from the original inhabitants of this mountain, to make way for modernization. Uh, though the mining aspect of this town has long since passed. Um, right now, it seems like they're trying to get started a little bit of a tourist destination with the natural hot springs that occur here, and a lot of the underground sort of machinations of people who used to live here seem to be covered up for the most part. You definitely haven't seen anything resembling this frozen fire on the surface, but you definitely do wonder about what's beneath this small town. And this is sort of where you're at, and kind of what you know so far about this, but other things might crop up for us. So you meet these individuals. You meet Dr. Ravenstone. What is it you would like to do
I
next?
look at Dr. Ravenstone in a way that probably makes him uncomfortable.
Like Rachel normally does.
Sort of
Yeah.
shovels in place.
Looks at
It's
looks at
yeah.
Shay also in a way that makes other people uncomfortable, but it's very different.
Oh,
One's a snack and one's a snack.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
yeah, exactly that.
Hmm. It's a good thing it didn't kill you getting here. Will we have to heal you a lot?
Are you referring to me?
Yes, you said it was very difficult for you to get here.
I mean, well, I have very much enjoyed the hot springs in this town. Uh, for I may or may not need to be submerged in water every 4 hours.
I guess it looks like your head might be a little bit swollen, so maybe the hot springs help with that a little bit.
I don't
Just
prefer
gives
my
you a
fish to be
more.
cooked, though.
Oh, babe, I'm telling you, we can't eat. Also, Sonia, are you feeling any like predatory instincts? I think, just curious.
Yeah, not particularly.
That's good. Um, should I have maybe prepared like create water or whatever that should we rest tonight and let me prepare that for tomorrow in case we go somewhere where you'll die?
I, I, I believe I should be fine. In fact, I don't believe we'll be on the surface for too long. You see.
Is
And,
You
there a
and
lot
see,
of
we're going.
and he kind of goes into a long-winded, detailed explanation on how this city was built on top of,
rock
everything
and
that Andy
roll?
just said, built on top of a temple, sacred land that was taken away from the people in intricate detail.
Oh, well, that was a great deep dive, but I was worried there for a moment that you were talking about how we were going to go under the water, not under the earth.
Well, yes, speaking of deep dive, I believe we should head back to town, to the settlement, look around a bit, you know, get well acquainted, have yet another hot spring bath, you know, before
Do
we
you
set
know
out.
this town well?
I mean, I've been here roundabouts a week.
Where's a good place to shop? I got some money burning a hole in my pocket.
Andy.
And that would depend on what kind of shop you're looking
Yeah,
for.
I don't know.
There's mostly just a general store, but then there's a nice jewelers as well.
God, my brain
I
thought you were
recall
going to
seeing
say
a
there's a nice
jeweler.
Jew store, and I was like, what? Continue. Sorry.
Sorry, the more common Jew store, yeah, not the Jew. I know mine was the weird one.
Sorry.
You're good. So yeah, I mean, a general store. There's just a place called General Store here, that you could go to.
Creatively named.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you all, but my throat's a little parched. What about a tavern or pub?
What time
Yeah.
of day is it? Did we
Uh,
determine?
yeah, it could be really any time of day that you would have set out. I would guess afternoon because it took you a while to sort of prepare and everything, and you had your feast and
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we could have had the feast the night before because it lasts 24 hours.
you totally could have
So.
as well. Yeah. Maybe we'll say you did it. If it's in the afternoon, we'll say you did it today,
Okay.
Okay.
so that you have more
Yeah,
time.
I think Heather was trying to keep her spell slot, but
Exactly.
yeah, I guess
Oh,
we'll
I see.
sleep.
Oh, okay. So I mean, yeah, I'm just worried that if you guys need to sleep
We'll go
tonight,
to sleep, and then yeah, it'll be.
but it's totally up to you.
Yeah.
Whichever you'd like to have happen, I'm down
ouch.
for it.
It's up to you, Heather.
You could always cast it again, right? Or do you only
Yeah,
get one?
I can cast
Yeah.
it again. I think I don't remember what level it is.
It cost another 1,000 gold or so, but
And like
Oh,
a
yes, it
chalice
would.
or some shit.
Yeah, that
Oh.
1,000 gold.
jewel
of-
encrusted bowl. I do have 1,000 gold pieces, so it's a matter of if
Go
they're
forge a chalice real quick. I mean, yeah, let's we'll make our way into town, go to the general shop, go to the tavern.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
assumed we weren't gonna rest because, yeah, we
We
weren't
can
gonna
still
have a
head
long
out right
rest.
away. It's
but,
probably
yeah,
doesn't have to be late in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of what I was thinking.
yeah.
Do you,
'Cause-
sorry, Jairus John Jameson. Do you have your friend with you right now?
Not current.
Gotcha.
oh yes, I have friends. I forgot to say anything. I have little teeny snakes that are all kind of crawling around on me, kind of like jewelry that moves.
Nice.
I think that I'm always trying to eat one without you noticing.
All right. So the main tavern is this building right here, and it is called It is called the Long Mine Shaft, and then shaft is in giant letters. The Long Mine Shaft. Um, and then the general store is over in this direction, just called the general store. There are other
They're not
buildings
very
here.
creative with their names, are they?
The other buildings here mostly seem to be housing, and then mining supplies, or stores that used to be mining supplies and then have been sort of ironically kept that design to try to do something else interesting. There is a bakery, um, and then there's a really sort of mine shaft themed brothel. But besides some of these things, these are
This
the
map
main
is really cool, by
establishments.
the way.
What
Yeah,
is
it
it?
is.
This map
It's from
is
yeah,
really
it's
cool.
from a 2 minute tabletop.
Nice.
They do free maps for you sometimes. Also accept donations. So even the free maps, you can give them like $1 or something, and that would be awesome.
Cool.
They have a lot of great art styles for map, and you should check them out.
So what do you say, Sonya? Would you like to drink straight off the tap at the long mine shaft?
Absolutely. You know me too well.
Shay makes a gagging sound because you're her brother.
I flick my tail at you a little bit.
All right. Is
Yeah, we
everyone
don't need to
going?
know that much about your shafts. We're okay over here.
Is everyone going to the tavern or?
Did you
Yeah,
want?
just
We can go
before.
shopping.
Or-
We could shop after. I don't
Okay.
mind getting
Okay.
a drink.
All right. So
Just,
all of
yeah, just before entering. Sorry.
yeah, no, you're good.
Just
Right.
before entering, Dr. Jarrish sort of goes over to a pile of snow, sort of moves his hands in an arcane motion, transforms the snow into water, and then the water he kind of bends into, well, on top of himself, um, to wet himself is not the phrasing, to moisturize his skin.
Moisturize me.
Moisturize his
Moisturize
skin.
me.
Tell us more
And
about how he wets himself.
refills a canteen of water at his
Oh.
side, and then enters in as normal.
Yeah, you saw Dr. Ravenstone sort of create this bubble of water kind of around him that sort of shifted as he moved, but it was quite beautiful, actually. It seemed to be a very practiced motion for him. Excellent. Yeah, so you step in. This place is looks like it should be nice and fancy, but it only has like 3 people in it. It's like this town is being remodeled, almost is the sense that you're getting here, and yet no one is like visiting yet. But it's really nice. The railings are covered in some sort of like what you would almost guess like a polar bear fur. It's there's kind of this
They have
really
fur-covered railings?
yeah. There's a dark oak almost bar that is entirely carved out of one piece of tree. This is an incredibly nice place. There are 3 bards playing over by the hearth of a roaring fire, and then other than you guys, now just 3 patrons in this place, and they're all sitting at a table in the corner.
And like a barkeep, right?
You don't see one at the moment, but as you kind of step in and you hear a jingling bell from some space around you, and then immediately 2 gnomes pop out of the kitchen, and then they jump up on a couple stools behind the bar. What can I get you? Who are you? Oh, Dr. Ravenston. Oh, I see you. But who the rest of you?
And then to announce himself, Hugard is going to step in, and then his hair, much like Shay's, is just kind of blowing in a breeze you didn't even know was there. And he's going to thaumaturgy. I am the famed dread knight, Hugard of Bouvalia, and I come to have a drink.
Mr. Hugard of Bavalia, we are so happy that you've come here to our establishment. Do you mind if we paint you? And then use that image to promote our materials.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I thought you meant like paint on him, which would
No,
be
no, no,
very
no.
funny, and I think you should do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
we
would
could offer that
participate.
service.
No.
That's fine.
I would not have my armor infringed upon it all.
Oh no,
But
not
yes,
wearing
please.
armor.
Please feel free to paint me.
So the
but-
other gnome immediately starts putting supplies up on the bar. From
Shay kind
somewhere
of like
underneath.
leans in, like she's pretty too. You know, she's a little jealous here.
Oh, there
Starts
are
portrait
two of you.
bombing.
Yes, she portrait bombs.
Yeah.
So,
Before any of this gets started, can I get a drink?
Of course. Well,
You can do your whatever this weird stuff is. I just
my
want a
partner
drink.
will do that. Yes. I can get you some drinks. What would you like?
Something big and hard.
Ooh, big and hard. The lumberjack. It's got
That's
ankeg
okay.
milk in it. Is that okay?
mm,
Oh,
It's strong.
absolutely. So am I.
Yes, of
And
course
I'll
you are.
flex. I'll hop up on one of the bar stools and flex.
Indeed.
Sounds good.
Right?
I'll have one as well.
Oh, 2 lumberjacks coming up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Why?
I would like.
What's the word? Ankeg milk intolerant.
Oh, sure,
I would
sure.
have one of your lagers, please.
Of course. Here you go.
You seem like you have maybe a weak constitution.
Are you challenging me to a drinking battle? A duel?
I wasn't, but I am now.
Oh.
Sounds like a great idea.
Sort of puts one flippery fin on the table, and sort of not like a threatening gesture, but like a let's do this.
This will be fun.
Raises eyebrows,
Okay.
gets a weird hungry look from you, and is immediately uncomfortable.
We have what's called mountain scotch, which I would suggest for any sort of drinking game or drinking battle in this case. Give me 6 gold, and you drink the rest of what we have if you want. Deal?
Okay. Deal.
Okay.
And I believe my sister and I would like whatever your finest red wine is.
Oh, yes, of course. Our finest red wine is the red wine that we have. Cool. I will
It'll
get
have
leave.
to.
those. Yes, I will get those for you.
Hey,
might-
doctor, you want to pay for it, or should we go splitsies?
Was it a 6 gold each, or like a for the drinking?
For the battle, 6 gold.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Can I
Yeah,
cast
you can do splits.
bless on my wife so that she gets +4 to her Constitution saving throws?
I
Yeah.
see how
Sure.
this is.
We're gonna cheat a little on this drinking contest.
Do you try to cast that without Dr. Ravenston knowing, or?
He's probably
Yeah.
at some point where he's looking away. It's probably easy enough to do so.
Give me a
How
sleight
did-
of hand check.
How would Heroes Feast factor into this? Because technically, alcohol's a poison.
Oh no! I forgot about that.
That's good
I
because then
shouldn't have
we
taken
won't
this
be poisoned.
bet.
And you're immune to
Oh, you're not
poison.
immune to poison, but I am. Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's right.
Dr. John. Yeah.
Guess we're gonna see.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you get, Elise?
11.
11.
I forgot about. I was gonna get my pretty new dice and roll them in real life, but I forgot.
You can do that. No, we don't.
I know. I'd have to get up, but it's okay.
Fuck that then.
I do just sprinkle holy water on her. That's how this goes.
Okay.
To cast blessing.
You see this, Dr.
And-
Ravenstone. Hugard, you notice the people in the corner then, as Shay had cast this, kind of stop talking for a second. Everything gets oddly quiet. The bards are then sort of starting to play again, fiddling. And
Is it that they have specifically noticed what Shay has done, or that they've just become aware of the use of magic generally?
You can give me a perception check to kind of all of, because you just kind of noticed that out of the corner of your mind almost.
Okay. So I'm granting myself guidance on this.
Let's do it.
It shouldn't have been at advantage, I'm sorry. 15 plus a d4. 16.
Okay. Something odd is sort of, as you're paying more attention to them, they are very specifically not looking in this direction. But all of them have sort of stopped what they're doing and stopped talking to each other, as if they are listening but not trying to look like they're paying attention to you all. Is kind of what you get. No.
So the painter has begun working on me, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, the other gnome has been furiously painting you this whole time.
I'm not looking at the work yet, but excuse me, artist.
Yeah.
Would you mind telling me a tale? How is it that all of this finery, the fir railing on the stairway, the oak and wood and the bar, how did this all get here?
Oh, we've had some stipends, if you will, from the town's mayor. They seem to be putting a lot of money back into the town. Yeah, we just got a grant to nice up the place a bit.
Oh, a grant.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. And is there only like one way in and out of your fine town?
Oh, sure. Yep, the road.
The
One
road,
way up.
right?
We're at the top, basically, so nowhere else to go.
Interesting. And how did you come to find yourself here, young artist?
Oh, well, I got lured here by that fine-looking ass over there.
Pointing to the other gnome.
Hell, you.
Oh, I don't see a donkey. No.
Oh, I see what you did there.
So yes, have you always been an artist, or is this something that you've just come to recently?
Recently, yep.
Oh.
Yep, this is my first one.
Okay. Your
How's it
first
looking?
one. What an honor.
Shay, you peek around a little bit and
Yeah.
so far, stick figure? But hopefully this fleshes out a bit.
I take a peek at it. I look up and meet Hugs' eyes, and I'm
Nice.
Oh, good. You know, sometimes a little bit of talent goes a long way. So when about was it that all of this these grants and these stipends started to happening? If you don't mind, of course.
No, was used to be a mining town, and then the mining went and dried up. Place around was getting kind of dangerous. I'd say the last year or so, we've really been putting the money to the place, sprucing the old lady up.
In a year, you've done all this.
Oh, we've been very busy.
Just you, or did you hire outside workers?
Oh, no, we certainly did hire outside workers. There's a group of sea elves that live in the ocean not far away. They were delightful. Didn't mind helping a bit. For the right amount of coin, of course.
Interesting. And when this was a mining town,
Yeah.
what was it you were mining?
Oh, the mining was interesting. They came in here thinking they'd be mining gold. But there was a bit of mithril underneath these mountains.
Interesting.
Oh, indeed. Very
Yes.
expensive.
Very
But then that dried up. Couldn't find any more gold either. Then they didn't know what to mine. They just kept digging. Digging and digging and didn't find nothing.
And they stayed here and didn't mine elsewhere.
No, they put a bunch of tunnels in this old mountain. Then they collapsed a bunch of them. 'Cause you never know what lurks deep in the mountains.
Right.
many things.
Many things. Awful things.
So, a young artist, can I let you in on a secret?
Please.
There's something that has brought us here to your town.
Oh,
And I'm wondering, would you, if you've been here for a little over a year, right?
yes.
Maybe you might be able to point us in the direction of someone with more of an extensive history of this town when it was here when it was a mining town.
Oh, well, the mayor's lived here all his life.
The mayor. Okay,
Sure.
interesting. All right.
Him and his group of friends been here a lot longer than we have. We keep trying to get into that group.
Are they
Relax.
exclusive?
They're pretty exclusive. The general store manager, manager of the hot spring, wet spring, is what it's called.
The
hot spring, wet spring?
wet
Hot
spring.
spring, wet spring.
Sounds good.
Is there a hot spring, dry spring?
There is across the street, but he just got here too.
That would be
What's the mayor's name and whereabouts is his offices?
So if you just take
his
this road,
offices.
kind of loop up north, that big house, it's right up there. That's the mayor's house, and the name is Helena Glory Bluff.
Glory hole?
No, Glory Bluff.
That makes less sense.
Does it?
What's glorious about a bluff?
Oh, you ain't done it right.
So, can we get these drinks to get this competition started?
Yeah,
or-
you've been given drinks by the other gnome. Go ahead and give me.
I'm gonna also use my. This is not a thing that has any kind of visible thing to it, but I'm going to
Okay.
use bolstering magic. It's part of my
Okay.
wild magic barbarian thing.
Yeah.
And for 10 minutes, I can roll a d3 when doing an attack or ability check and add it to my d20 roll.
Excellent.
So now I get to add a d3 and a d4 to my d20s.
Yeah.
So
The
And have
squad.
advantage. Is that what the Hero's Feast? Does that give you
I
advantage?
think
No.
only no.
That's
I don't
on
think so.
wisdom saving throws.
Oh, just on the wisdom. Cool.
Um,
Cool.
So
Yeah.
to do this or not? I don't care.
Yeah. You with
all right.
Give me Constitution saving throws. Really only from Dr. Ravenstone. But
Yeah.
if you want to
So
roll,
is this a
Telly, it's
saving
fine.
throw against being poisoned?
Yes, this would be against being poisoned.
Okay. I do have a trait for being a. That's whispered to the GM.
Oh!
Oh.
Trait. That won't matter anymore.
What did I roll? Oh
A
fuck.
20.
So yeah, that's a 28 plus the d4, right?
Yeah.
So it's a
And a
saving throw, so
D3.
I don't get my bolstering magic because that's only for ability checks.
Oh,
But
fair.
I rolled a
Yeah, yeah.
30. I rolled a 31 total.
Jesus.
So the
I have
first
high
did I
constitution. I'm a
try?
fucking barbarian.
the first few rounds are going great for Tal. Dr. Ravenston, not as much, though you're holding your own. Against most anyone else, you would be in the lead. However, you are starting to slip a little bit in what you are able to consume. against this very stout halfling.
Perhaps we might call this match before one of us is too drunk to function.
I'm fine. This is great. I don't even notice anything
I
really.
wasn't talking about you.
Oh yeah, I don't really like my fish pickled anyway, so.
Yeah.
Uh, maybe
I-
we.
Yes, I will have to tap out of this one, as it were. I don't enjoy the implication of being pickled, but if we are to do anything of use today, I fear one more drink might set me over the edge.
That's fair. Can I still get that lumberjack?
Of, of course, of course.
Thanks.
coming right up. How's that painting coming? Oh, coming. Don't worry.
I
Excellent.
love these gnomes. Can I go chat with some of the patrons of this bar?
Sure. Yeah. You kind of head
I'm just gonna
over to the table. You
my glass
see,
of wine.
yeah, you see a male and a female dwarf sitting there, as well as an older female elf.
Okay. All together?
Yeah, all at the same table. Yep.
Um, hello. Hi.
They all look at you.
Philomota's blessings on you. Are you from this? Wow, friendly crew. Are you from this town, or just passing through to visit the hot springs? Wet springs specifically? I've heard the dry springs so.
Sure. Yeah, passing through.
Passing through. I guess I thought that there wasn't, much direction to pass through. Like it's kind of a destination. So just curious, just that's what we're doing. We're here for some hot springs. Here to see all the renovations. Can I get a insight check on these folks?
Sure. Yeah, yeah. They're just staring at you, kind of frowning. Also give me a
And
perception check.
Face?
Okay, 24 for insight. And natural 20 for a
Nice.
25 total on perception.
Shit.
Natural
While
20.
the dwarves are incredibly hard to read for some reason, the elf is guarded, extremely guarded, really almost to the point of worrying you can that you're catching on to more than that's there. Does that kind of make sense? They're hiding something, and right behind their very stern demeanor is just a little bit of sweat dripping down the forehead. With your perception check, the dwarves aren't real. They're illusions.
Oh shit. Okay. Do I have any reason to believe, with my natural 20 perception and my 24 insight, that this elf has any military background? Because I have a military rank that I can pull on them.
There does not seem to be anything on their clothing, no sigils that mark any sort of military service.
Okay.
They have a couple scars. That means they've been in fights. But as far as military, you're not getting anything. Yeah.
Okay. I'll pull out a chair with a dwarf in it and sit in it.
At first, fair enough. The other one then disappears as well. What can I do for you? Did I hear them call you Shay?
You did. You can also call me Shay. What can I call you?
Call me P.
You sure about that?
Deadly.
All right. P. Um.
P.
Man. Did I get intimidation on them for pulling out the chair and sitting on the dwarf?
Uh, yeah, if you want to try to persuade him to do something, or
I don't know. I'm trying to figure. I guess like yeah. Okay. Anything on the bards? Any reason to believe the bards are illusory or
uh,
otherwise?
not yet. I mean, you can kind of go over to him and touch him
No.
if you want,
just
or
a real
something.
quick,
Yeah.
just a quick pat to see.
Consent,
Um,
please.
okay. Yeah, I'll be sitting there and yeah, I don't. What's with the dwarves? What's with the go away vibes? I mean, it's all about the good vibes, right? So what's this? What's this?
You see her kind of adjust in her chair a bit. The way actually she's kind of adjusting with your 20 fucking perception. It feels like she's like nursing her side, like that she's like being careful not to kind of aggravate some pain as she's
I
kind of moving here.
offer you some healing.
No, thank you. Ah, I am passing through. I don't need to make friends, if that's all right.
Okay. Just seems like a lot, like a big ruse of having friends to keep people away when there's not really a lot of people. I'm just trying not to take it personal, I guess.
You should
And I
take it
am
a bit personally, yes.
okay. Yeah, what did I do?
Just Tell is gonna look at like has been listening in this whole time and is going to try and look intimidating in the background.
Yeah. Give me an intimidation with disadvantage just because you're kind of so far away.
Oh,
But advantage because I just nat 20'd so much alcohol that they're impressed with my constitution.
Make a
and
straight roll then.
advantage
Fine.
because her wife
Intimidates while
just sat
drinking.
on a fake dwarf.
As a group,
Um,
you seem to be.
I also wait,
Fuck butts.
but I get the D4. Jesus Christ,
an
and I
ability
also
check.
get what is that /R? Fuck me. How do you roll a D3?
/R
Slash
D3.
Thanks. It's been a while.
The Spire crew is like, we got this. We got.
I'm the Spire crew.
I know that's true. Oh my god, you keep rolling
Really?
low.
I rolled a 2, a 1, and a 1. So that's a
Total
10
of
for
4.
you.
Yeah. Okay.
A total of 10, you butt. I have +6 to intimidate.
Also fair. Yeah. Excellent. So yeah, you're over there with your drink, kind of going, and they notice. It seems. You've done nothing wrong yet. I'm just worried who might get in my way, I guess.
Oh, you think we're the competition?
Not necessarily, believe me. Not much competition. I just don't want complications.
Do I have reason? Do I think that this is a boast or that they're actually that powerful?
Give me another
Sounds pretty
insight.
powerful.
Yeah, this is something slightly different.
Yeah, this is
Another.
different. Not natural 20. And nothing from Hero's Feast on this, right? So
I don't think so.
Unless
Perception checks?
I-
Okay.
if Shay is anywhere around me having this conversation, then I could at least give you guidance.
You'd have to
'Cause
go over
I'm
and touch Shay, I believe.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, not nat 20.
Yeah. With an on at 20, you get the sense that they are very powerful and on a mission and are extremely wary of anyone around them. That's what you get. You don't get a sense of why or how scared or how powerful. I mean, you get a sense that they're kind of telling the truth, that they at least believe that you're not competition, but they are wary of everyone here.
All right. Well, I guess Shay will like stand up from the table, nod to them, and say, I hope that we can just remain at peace with each other, and kind of raise her wine glass and move away.
That would be excellent, darling.
Ooh, I don't like that actually.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
no.
just-
Tell is coming
only-
stood next to Shay
It's
now.
only this one that gets to do that. Yeah.
What'd you just say?
We're staying at peace. We're staying at peace.
Start
Sometimes
bristling. You see a little bit of like fur start to grow.
we're
That's
walking
interesting.
away. We're walking away.
You see a
Let's
bit
go
of
tell the
that
others.
white fur sort of form on her arm as well, as she kind of crosses her arms.
Ooh.
What the fuck is up with that? Says Shay out loud to
Yeah.
this person who goes by P.
When ships pass in the night, they sort of just leave it be. No one makes a big fuss. Why do we leave it at that? Ships passing in the night.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up and or as close as I can and sniff. Do I smell anything weird that smells familiar? Like, do they smell like they smell like me or like an animal or something?
Give me a perception check.
I also get to roll all the shit. Oh fuck, that's another nat 20 though. Should
Roll
I
your
bother
nat
rolling
20.
or
Jesus Christ, Rachel.
this is so that's
Wait till combat.
28 with a nat 20
All right, let me
perception.
whisper something to you here.
That's my second
Yeah,
nat
no,
20 of the
it's
night. Oh god, I'm wasting it on such dumb shit.
No, we need to know. We
Mm.
need to know what the fuck is
Yes,
up with
we
this
do.
person.
And we needed me to beat the doctor in the drinking game. So
What is like the race of this person?
Elf, I believe.
I believe that was said.
Oh.
shit.
Or could it be? Who knows?
My eyes are gonna get like really fucking wide.
You see them go to you as well.
What kind are you?
Oh.
The eyes just kind of slack for a moment. White.
What color is the fur? Okay, I was gonna say what color is the fur? Do you like it cold?
Prefer it cold, yes.
And why do you
Now-
hate us already? I was only half paying attention.
She's looking now at all of you, quite concerned. Are we gonna make a big deal out of this?
No.
No.
No, we're cool.
I think that's smart for all concerned.
Watch what you say to my wife, though.
Is this when your wife?
Yeah. Her name's Shay. I think she told you that
She
already.
did.
Hi.
Hi.
Philomota's blessings on you.
You seem like decent folk.
I hate to kill you. Sorry.
I was just thinking the same thing. Perhaps we don't make a mess of this fine establishment. And you forget that you ever met me.
I don't even know your name, so sure.
I've already forgotten you, basically.
I'm pretty unforgettable. And I wink.
It's like well, you could have just been like, haha, yeah, I'm just passing through to be in the hot springs, and I would have been like, okay, bye, have fun. Instead, you're like, mystery person, let's forget each other, and now we're all intrigued. Don't you? There's better ways. That's all. There's just better ways. If you want to stay in the back, unseen in the background, okay.
You
I
sound like
think
a
that they're
halfling I
probably
know.
just. Oh. That was Rachel. What was your name again?
You can call me P.
Son of a bitch. God damn it, Andy. I just fucking realized what this is now. Cool. Well, was great meeting you, Pooh. And we're gonna head off back to the bar.
Excellent. I probably should be on my way as well. You see her kind of stand up gingerly and literally back away from you.
For someone who's so sure we're not a threat, she's really keeping a close eye on us. I say to Tell as I follow her.
As I'm gonna like I feel very like animalistic and like wanting to climb up her, but I'm still a halfling. Like I can't just, so I'm gonna be like, come here. Like try and whisper in your ear casually, making sure P is not looking anymore.
P eventually
they're
makes it
gone?
to the door and
Yeah.
kind of quickly out the door.
Yeah, P's a fucking dragon. That was a dragon. I could smell it from just it's so strong. That's a dragon.
Got
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's
Dragon, you say?
bad.
You can't hear. I'm only talking to Shay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, but
Dragon.
okay. I think maybe that's good information to give the rest of the group, though.
I sure. I wanted to wait until
Yeah. Oh,
she
yeah.
left, and I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, she's a dragon, so that's bad news. But she is a white dragon, so maybe we could somehow use her to fight our our friend, because that might be good to play against each other because of elemental things, right?
Yes. Yes. When the when everyone stopped when Shay cast Bless, was that the bards included? You said they stopped playing.
They had already stopped playing. It didn't seem like they
okay.
were
Part
like
of the.
reacting, but they did start again afterward.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's reconvene and share the news then.
The gnomes have brought over drinks for everyone and thrown in like a bunch of pretzels. Just a whole basket of pretzels for all of you.
So what brings you to town?
The hot, dry springs.
It's lovely this time of year. Hey, if you would like a little bit of a local secret, up there on the cliff a little bit more, there's a hot spring pool that you can go into. Up on the cliff, even. You just have to climb up a ways. But it's beautiful. It's the best one. And it's
Okay.
free.
That's great.
Yeah,
Is it clean?
it's a hot spring. Hot is clean.
That's decidedly untrue.
At a certain temperature, it's pretty true. 165
Joel
kills
has thoughts.
So
Joel knows
food.
bacteria and microorganisms that live in hot springs, so
That's,
no.
We're also talking about like 95 degrees, not like 165 where you would die. Okay, well, crew, he was a dragon.
Done! And the painting flips around. It's not. It's terrible. It's not awful. There are some aspects, Hugard, that are borderline offensive. Your forehead is extremely large in this. Makes
like
you a
normal.
tiny bit self-conscious.
I don't feel that emotion.
Fair. But it's
Judgmental, maybe.
it's fleshed out a little bit. It's not quite the stick figure that it was. And it, you're smiling, quite nice. And I don't know, there's something about it that, yeah, it's a new artist, but they're doing okay.
Oh, this is quite the the realization, isn't it? I never got your name, artist.
Oh, uh, well, my name is looked in it up.
Looked in it up.
Destrian. My name is Destrian.
Destrian.
Yeah.
My, what an artist you are. Um, I dare say this is probably the finest portrait in this whole town, is it not?
Of course. Although there's not much here. But yeah, I'd say.
How much would you want for it?
Oh. We could sell it
Uh,
for 7, 8, 20, 10, 15 gold.
15 gold.
Yes.
My, what a bargain. You know, you are underselling yourself. I'll give it to you for 16.
Okay. Yes.
Got to pay your artists after all.
Oh.
So is it like on a canvas or can it be like rolled up?
It is on a canvas, but as soon as you buy it, he cuts it out of the frame and then rolls it up for you and gives it to you.
Oh, we're not even waiting for the paint to dry. Great.
No. Just paint it to dry. Well, that's weird.
um, yes, I have had a number of portraits done, and usually there's a waiting period of, a few hours before it's been handled. Just, it maintains its shape and quality. But Destrian, you're well on your way. And then I'm going to take it and like shove it into my coat pocket. Um, uh, and when he's not looking and I'm outside of the bar, destroy it because it's not worthy. Um,
Wow.
Yes, okay.
and
You could almost say that the painting was pedestrian.
sure was. um, so upon hearing that we were in the vicinity of a dragon, I think my guard is a little bit raised, and has P left the building by the time you've alerted us of this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Um. Uh. Andy, I would like to do a quick not cast. I just activate my divine sense, which alerts me to the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me that is not behind total cover. I know the type of being, uh, any being whose presence I sense, but not its specific identity. Um, Within the same radius, I can also detect the presence or place of any object that has been consecrated or desecrated. And I would like to do that while inside, and I'm just going to kind of take a quick step outside too. It lasts a minute, so.
Okay. Um Inside, behind the bar is a rather large and ornate looking goblet that has been consecrated. Um it is sort of glowing there for you. None of the creatures around you, nor any sort of invisible creatures in here, or any of those things. And then as you step outside, you get a sense that the ground itself that you're walking on is consecrated ground. That this certainly has maybe a slight diminishing effect, but was at least once holy ground for something.
You said it's diminished. Would I have any sort of perception of how how recently was this considered holy ground? Like how
Yeah.
much how worn off is the consecration?
Give me a religion check, please. Shay could
Uh,
help, right? No, I'm just kidding. Because Shay does
But she'd
not.
love to contribute her religious knowledge.
and this is going to be with another D4. I'm gonna roll it normally. Um, plus a D4 yields 16.
With 16, it's hard. It was a long time ago. It's just naturally, seemingly been fading. It's not like something has happened to recently to desecrate the land or anything like that. It is just not a place of worship that has been worshipped in a long time. Essentially, is what you get from this. Maybe at least 100 years, but probably more.
This is very interesting. Do I have anything I can do with this? Nope. I would well, hold on. Literally just need 1 second to look at my the ring or the necklace. I don't think there's anything on that that would help. Prayer beads. Bless, cure wounds, greater restore, branding smite, planar ally, windwalk. Nope. Yeah, I would upon igniting this portrait because it should not exist on this plane anymore. I would return to the premises of the bar and tell people. Also, I would bring this up too. Sister, if at any point we decide that we would like to split our group up, it might. I was thinking, can you still do that telekinetic link? Great. The ground here is holy of some kind. I don't know what, but it. I don't know what exactly to do with this information, but something used to be worshipped here.
Well, let's go ahead and just take the 10 minutes to cast Rory's telepathic bond. Because this ritual cast.
Awesome.
Indeed.
Yeah.
This group. So that lasts for 1 hour. And it's up to 8 willing creatures. So it will be all of us, and I'll be like, all right, Dr. Ravenstone. I almost called you Jameson. Dr. Ravenstone, hope you're ready to have 4 good friends in your head, and I link us psychically.
Right.
Until the spells end, targets can communicate telepathically through the bond, whether or not they have a common language. Communication is possible over any distance, but not other planes of existence.
Okay. So yeah, so you've been in here a bit now, just kind of chilling and casting the spell and drinking. The bards are starting to replay their set, so it's starting to get a tiny bit tedious. But it's nice music. The fire looks warm. It actually feels quite comfortable in here. And then the door opens again to the establishment. A whoosh of cold wind rushes in and makes it chill. And as the door shuts, you see a rather tall gentleman, black hair, come back into a ponytail, wearing furs of several different kinds of animals, kind of wrapped into a long, sleek black coat. He has white gloves on and a cane that he uses to walk over to the rest of you. Oh, I thought I heard friends in the tavern. I still think it doesn't quite live up to that word, but in our fair city. Hello. Might I inquire as to why you are here?
And might
What-
we
what's-
inquire who you are?
Oh, I apologize. I'm the mayor of this fair town. Peyton Crew.
Helena? Oh, I thought Helena.
Helena Glory Bluff.
Helena
Glory
is my wife. The townsfolk like to joke that she runs things. But I am the mayor. And you kind of look back at the
Jane.
gnomes, and all of a sudden they're kind of looking furtively at each other and washing dishes very, very deliberately.
My apologies, Mr. Mayor. Insight check on this asshole. It's gonna be an 18.
An
I just want to
18.
know what's the vibes.
The vibes are not great.
Rancid. The vibes are rancid. That's
This is weird. Yeah, this immediately feels like a Disney villain to you. You don't often get just strong Disney villain vibes from someone. But like the furs, the way he's carrying himself, this is to the extent that you maybe believe with an 18 that a lot of this is for show. And yeah, that this is
I mean, he's a
extremely
public figure.
performative. Yeah.
Okay.
So Shay has sort of gotten an insight on this person. Is it possible that perhaps Dr. Ravenstone could give more of a perception just to make sure there's nothing this person's hiding?
Sure. Yeah, give
On
me
the
a
person.
perception check.
Have seen him over the course of the week that you were here and been able to observe him.
I don't.
You've
I don't
not
know.
actually met the mayor. This is kind of
Yeah.
weird. You had sort of set up a meeting today, but you were supposed to take this group to go meet him at the mayor's house, and instead he has found you here.
Yeah.
Holy
That
crap.
is sus. Also a 33 perception.
Jesus.
Just a small number.
You have an insane bonus.
You are looking at
These fishy eyes see everything.
every single aspect of this person. That's not just a cane. There seems to be something inside the cane.
Is it chocolate?
You're guessing a
Yes.
wand that would sort of connect and flip out of the cane. Other than that, it's all of his clothing is new, is incredibly new. You also notice there's a little bit of sort of shaving cream still on his cheek. Like the one tiny
Interesting.
flaw in all of this demeanor is just a little bit of shaving
Disgusting.
cream on the cheek. Something he probably wouldn't see. But to you, you're just staring at it now and you can't stop it.
I can't look at anything else.
Yeah.
My good mayor, from one figure of extreme elegance to another, I should let you know that you've got a little something on your face.
And he starts immediately to wipe at his lips. Did I get it?
Oh, yes, of course you did. Of course, he didn't get it because it's on the side of his face.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. Ooh, I am at your service. Ooh, you may notice that we are attempting to reinvigorate this town. But we need people to spread the word of the joyous times that they may have here. Visit our luxurious hot springs. If you need anything from me, please do not hesitate to ask. And Dr. Ravenstone, as a patron for about a week, how are you liking our town?
The springs are. It was the word immaculate.
Immaculate. May I quote you on that?
I suppose.
Excellent.
Who are
Indeed.
you like marketing to? Who are you trying to draw here?
We are trying to draw the finest adventurers in all of the land here. People who are courageous, who are brave. We want them to come to our place to rest from the weariness of saving the world.
Might I ask?
Yes.
It seems like you've been putting quite a bit of money into this.
I have, personally.
Personal money?
Quite.
Interesting. You are very dedicated.
I believe that you should not do a thing unless it is done correctly.
I'm so tempted to roll divine intervention and like just wipe him off the planet. Just like, oh, Philemota, please remove this blight from our presence.
And
I want
I mean, there must be several adventurers in this world.
Yeah,
If
why
you
are you
had
here
to
talking
pick-
to us?
If
We've
you
had a
had
few.
to pick like a handful, is there any famous ones you'd want?
Oh, certainly. I would
Just anyone in particular?
Oh, I know, of course. I would love to get the Divine Seven. I would love to get the family up here. uh, I
I mean,
believe.
we're all family here.
Oh, sure,
except for this guy.
I believe a good Burbage Kemp is what this town needs.
Never heard of him.
I believe he spends a lot of money. It's all I've heard. But yes, you yourselves look like adventurers.
Why are you talking to us? Don't you have more important mayor things to do? I'm very confused.
I apologize
Like,
for the
why
confusion.
are you here?
I believe Dr. Ravenstone wanted to speak with me today. Did you not set up a
That's
meeting?
look over you.
Yes, of course. And he visibly on his face.
You
looks a little
double
confused.
booked us? You set up a meeting with us and you set up a meeting with the mayor?
But
I was expecting his group as well.
We
his
just met this
group.
guy, his group? Pff, okay.
so we still have the telepathic bond, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a thing that is on him.
yes.
Dr. Ravenstone says telepathically.
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 Yeah, that word was not coming to me. Anyway, Pitt telepathically says to the group, I don't remember making an appointment with this fellow.
Is it because you're
You
senile?
technically made it with Helena, you thought.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what. Yeah. Okay, then he
So
rephrases it.
Tell
I made
asks-
an appointment with Elena, not.
Is it because you're senile in your head?
Why don't we take this outside later?
I mean, I've
Um,
already beat you once.
Let's
Sorry,
just
sorry.
stay calm, everybody. This is all telepathically. You did book with Helena, but not with this guy?
Correct. He says over the telephone.
Who's Helena?
Oh, Philemota.
Helena is
His
the
wife.
wife
Thank
of the
you.
mayor.
The one that the gnome said was mayor.
Yeah.
Who's
getting,
this
like,
asshole?
This is like mob
Husband.
boss. This is like mob boss level, like vibes. This
Mhm.
guy runs the mob.
Out
But
of character, this soul doesn't know / remember what was the meeting with the mayor's wife supposed to be concerning. The
Just the history
lines
of the
of
town.
models,
Yeah.
Histories? Okay.
Anything that might glean more information about this myth of the frozen
Right.
fire. Yeah.
I have so many spells and I want to use them. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
in my wife's head and everybody, because I need to crowdsource these ideas. Should I banish him to another plane just for a while?
Wait, why do we
I
hate this guy?
Look at
Because he
him.
sounds bad? I don't know.
He said Disney, the vibes are rancid.
sister, I don't think you're wrong. But I
Let's
think
tie
we
him
might
up.
be able to use him first.
Yeah, let's get some stuff out of him.
I love he's sitting there and we're having this telepathic
Yeah.
conversation. Like,
We're all
I'd
kinda
say
looking at each
while
other.
they're conversing, Jarish just kind of says, "Yes, we were curious about the town, the history, you know,
Sure. I mean,
And-
I would personally rather talk
the
about its future
mind
than its
and
past, but
Futures are only good if you keep the past in mind, right?
is that
It's
always
a
true?
necessary component
Hmm.
to move forward. Otherwise, you're going to repeat it.
Well, we
Could I
wouldn't want
send
to
a
do
couple
that.
of my little snakes to burrow into his pocket? Do I think they'd be able to get in unnoticed?
Give me a snake swarm dexterity check, because I don't think they're
can we do
proficient.
something really distracting in order to help?
Maybe, yeah. If you see this happening,
Okay, yeah. I mean, Sonya could just tell us via telepathic bond that
Yeah.
between us. So,
Ooh.
I think I will have
Okay.
a conversation in Celestial over the table with my brother.
Make
That's distracting, right?
swarms.
Because like
Yeah.
Celestial is like a sung like like I think we both speak it because we're both
Yes, yeah.
ASMR. So was that distracting enough for people? Can we just
Okay,
be
you
like,
wanted a
"Ah," at
stealth?
the table?
stealth check, yeah, or just dexterity.
so-
I don't. Maybe they are
With
proficient in stealth, but
advantage, because we're distracted.
Okay, I'm not sure exactly how to do it. I know they've got a +4 on Dex,
okay,
so
that's what you
roll a
normally-
d20 and
we'll say advantage.
or okay.
Because I imagine Shay and Hugard are quite loudly
Yeah.
having this angelic
Yeah,
conversation.
and it might be like further amplified by some thaumaturgy.
Hey,
just
there
you
you go.
know.
Fine. Yeah.
Okay. Oh dear. I have to make this
This
bigger.
is something we've done since we were children to get away with things.
It's how we
Yeah.
have arguments. We just
Okay.
scream at each
Yeah.
other. So
In
that's
Celestial.
How do you do advantage on the
You can just roll
like
it
if you're
twice.
typing it in?
Oh,
Okay.
if you're typing it, yeah, just do it twice.
Okay. Oh dear.
Good thing advantage.
Okay, and that's just a straight D20. Oh god.
And then add 4. Yeah.
Yeah. The highest is
can there be
13.
I mean, I don't know if I'd be able to. Well, I mean, you are my romantic partner, so maybe I am giving you guidance while all this is happening.
Oh yeah. I can
Yeah.
see that.
Probably
Ankles touching under
not
the
Probably
table.
not? Okay.
before that was happening. Yeah,
Okay.
because it happened kind of quickly there.
Okay. I'll accept
He
that.
at first you see him kind of shake his boot a little bit. He looks down. His cane comes down
Woo.
on one of your snakes. We should get this
That
checked
was
out.
not necessary. I apologize.
Oh, are
for
they
their
yours?
intrusion. Yes.
Maybe keep them on a leash.
You don't really put snakes on a leash. That's a really weird suggestion. You would know that, right?
Anyway,
It was
can you tell us about the
metaphoric,
town?
but yes.
I'll reach my wrist down and let it get onto my wrist like jewelry.
Gross.
You're one to talk. You got
Who are
shit on the
you?
side of your face.
On the side of... He does this now.
Oh, now it's just smeared everywhere.
It smeared a little bit. He didn't quite get all of it, yeah.
Why are you so weird?
Some call me eccentric rather than weird. It's more polite.
How
No, it's
weird.
not that. It's weird. I know eccentric. Something's weird about you.
I'm a man who knows what he wants and does anything he can to get
That
it.
sounds gross. Can you say it in a less gross way?
I'm a happy fun time mayor.
Oh no, that's worse. What's wrong with you?
Happy fun time, Maya.
happy fun-time mayor that likes to step on snakes.
How
I
are
see.
you a public figure and you don't even know how to speak to people? That's weird.
Hugard, you notice just a little bit of twitch in his eye at this. If you have no more questions for me, perhaps I should get back to my
So many.
daily
Wait,
activities.
what? You just came here
No,
and you're
it's
gonna
fine.
leave? You haven't even done the thing that you came for.
It's
I'm
fine.
here
We actually.
for you. I'm here to be
I thought-
asked questions, I thought.
I'm pretty sure actually that we were we'd arranged to meet with Helena, so I think we'd
Helena is
Yes. What?
busy at the moment, and I certainly have the authority that you seek.
It's not
when you say
authority
things
we
like that.
seek.
Sorry, Sonia, what did you say?
It's not authority we seek.
What do
It's
you
Helena.
seek?
Where is she? Did you kill her? Is she dead in a ditch? What's going on?
That's a good question.
That's an outrageous accusation.
Inside check.
Yes.
I would
Is
like
it
to
an
do
outrageous
one.
28? Is,
Um,
is Helena dead in a ditch somewhere?
No, probably not.
Okay.
Not to his knowledge.
Okay.
But obviously he's hiding something about Helena. Yeah. You don't necessarily get a directly malicious feeling from him, with regard to Helena, but
Hmm.
So you're saying maybe it's not a happy marriage?
are there any more questions about the town that I could answer for you?
I have a over the table question for the GM.
Over the table, under the table, I'm yours.
Mhm.
Wow.
How Andy, how secretive are we actually trying to be about, why we're here and what we're looking at? Is this like top secret, or
I mean, it's
is it
up
just
to
kind
you.
of whatever?
Yeah, you're probably more inclined, I would guess, to be a little bit more open if you can gain more information. But in this instance, the dude is really shady, and you're not sure of his motivations. So it's hard to tell. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I think? I think we should just, go knock on the door of Helena. And if she isn't busy, she'll answer. If she is, she won't.
Helena will be at dinner tonight. Might I invite all of you if you'd like to meet her?
Sure.
Yes.
You can invite
Yes.
us.
You are formally
Absolutely.
invited to my house for dinner this evening.
That's the one on the top, right? The large estate. Okay.
The one on top.
Hmm.
At what time will we be expected?
I would say near dinner time. Whenever you get hungry.
I'm always hungry.
We share a little bit of that in common.
Interesting.
Hard to be satiated, some of us.
Yes.
We talking
Tonight,
food
then.
or sex?
Both.
Could we leave a little bit of mystery to it?
Poor Helena. Down here
There's the fun in
flirting with
that.
my sibling-in-law.
Tonight, then.
I'd say in your brain, I'm not coming on to him.
I mean,
Not.
Yes, let's not air out everyone's dirty laundry.
Are there any more
just
questions
is, I hope.
for this
No,
afternoon?
bye.
No? Goodbye? Okay.
Did you want us to ask more questions? What
That's
questions
why
do
I
you want us
came.
to ask?
But you do not have to, of course.
What questions do you want us to ask? You seem like you have a plan, so
How
what do you
can
want us
we
to
help
ask you?
build a better Lortal?
You want us to come and ask you how to make your town better? That's not our job. That's weird.
That's why I didn't
okay,
ask
so-
it.
Well, if you want
I
feedback,
believe you could do a survey of some sort.
Yeah,
to
the three people
establish
that live
that.
here.
These
Excellent
four have just
suggestions.
arrived.
I think I've just decided
I-
what I'm having for dinner. Good day to all of you.
What are you
Oh, no.
having? Fish?
Fish. Sure. Good
I
day.
hate this. I want to banish him so much, I say in the heads of my friends and siblings and wife.
He
I want
turns
someone
on
to have
his.
Maybe do
detective thoughts.
Do it where when he doesn't know.
Like as
It's
he's
us.
turning around, I'm just
He
like,
Yeah.
turns on his heel. His coat sort of flowing in a twirl about him as he turns, and starts to exit.
hey, what does Helena look like?
Well,
Real quick. Wait, actually, does Joel's character, does Dr. Ravenstone know what,
Mhm.
has he met Helena before?
No, not met yet.
no, because I was trying to get a meeting with her to get the general gist of the town, and is now very sus.
How about we go anyway?
Yeah, we'll definitely go to dinner. I'm thinking, what if I scry on Helena?
Yeah.
I have
You could
scry on
scry
I was
on
going to
him.
suggest going to the estate and peeking in some windows to see if we can do that, but scrying sounds like a good idea.
It's just I don't know her, and so it'll be harder to do it. Like it
Scry
might
him.
I could scry him, but what if he doesn't go straight back to Helena? I kind of want to know what's up with Helena. Okay, but I can
Yes.
scry
We can
him.
follow him.
Wherever he may go.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go somewhere. Can we get like a room? Can we pay for a room in this inn and then just go like, or is there not? Is it an inn?
No, yeah, it has some rooms. Sure, yeah.
Yes, just have a private space. And I will cast scrying on this guy.
All right.
So I can see, he gets a wisdom saving throw, which that's so lucky because it's like I think he has like a +5 or something to it
That's
because of
awesome.
because I'm I don't know him as well. Or because oh no,
Yeah.
0. It's 0 because I've met him. Okay.
Is this a ritual, or did you cast this?
No,
Like,
this is
about
it's
5
not.
minutes.
There's no option for ritual.
Fair. So about
Casting
5
time,
minutes
10
after
minutes.
you left. Oh, and casting time 10 minutes. Okay. So about 15
Yes.
minutes after he's left, we'll say you pop in on him.
Yeah.
Excellent. So give me a perception check.
And it lasts for 10 minutes, just so you know.
Yeah.
Oh, guide me. Okay, never mind. It's too late. It's too late. I should have asked. 20, not natural.
That one took so long. I would imagine Hugard would have guided you. So you can
Okay.
go ahead and do that.
23.
Okay. So with the 23, you're able to really gather your surroundings. Your mind is just transported, essentially right behind the figure here. He seems so 15 minutes later. Shit. Okay. You see. Okay.
Oh no.
You see him. Speaking to someone. And they say, "I'm sorry, I've not quite seen a white dragon around here. I do apologize. If I do, I do promise to let you know. What was your name again?" And you hear, "Just call me P." Excellent. P. I will let you know. Of course, I've heard the rumors, I've heard the myths. There certainly is some sort of beast up in these mountains, but not on my mountain, at least. Well, I thank you for your time. I suppose I'll be going. Yes, see that you do. And then you see him kind of nod at something, and then just in this little vision that you have, another guard walks in. Would you mind seeing P to the road? Aye, sir. And then the guard and P wander off, out of your vision. Uh, he steps outside of a building that you're not familiar with all of a sudden, and into the cold, biting air, whipping through his ponytail. Uh, you see him then walk up to the mansion at the top of the hill, which is also kind of another dilapidated building that seems to be furnished on the inside, because as he opens the door, a beautiful tiger skin rug is laid out in front of him. There's gold inlay, ornate mirrors on the walls. There's several chalices already piping hot with tea, which is so extravagant and not a good way to drink tea. But yeah, it just feels weirdly ostentatious here. So he walks toward the back of this place. Um, you see him walk up to what looks to be a bookcase. Give me one more perception check, please.
Okay. Guide me, guide me, guide me, I say.
Yeah, I think it's already been done so far for this time period.
Well, but it has to be done again, right?
Probably Hugard isn't, doing it every 6 seconds.
Yeah, so I say
during this
that
15
because I'm
minutes.
like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, right? 23 plus 2,
Nice.
25.
Cool. All right, so with the 25, you notice that he pulls on a book called History of Federa Part 2. And he sort of clicks it,
Mm.
sets it back into the bookcase, and then the whole bookcase swings out. Behind it is an iron door on which he places his hand. Helena? And then your vision snaps out.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Scry on Helena now. No, sorry.
It takes 10 minutes to cast. We wouldn't be able to. Okay. I think he's keeping Helena in a dungeon behind a fake bookcase. I mean, the way he said her name wasn't like quite as like ominous sounding as well. Actually, I guess like can I insight his tone of voice on
Sure.
that? Because like
Yeah.
my first thought was like it sounded like more hesitant than like a kidnapper, right? But let's insight this. Only a 15.
A 15, you don't get a sense of like maliciousness here, which would be weird if he was keeping someone captive in a dungeon. Um, maybe a tiny bit of longing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Helena is definitely in some sort of room behind a bookcase, behind an iron door. So there's that. But yeah, maybe Helena. It sounds like he was like wishful or wistful, or like when he like went to the door and said her name.
Well, why do we assume that Helena's normal if he's a weirdo too?
Well, no, we shouldn't assume Helena is normal. You're absolutely right.
Maybe she's even weirder.
Maybe she's.
Maybe she's a vampire. You ever think of that?
I have a
That's
theory.
why she didn't come to our daytime meeting. Oh, sorry, doctor. Continue.
I mean, vampire is a very good.
I'm buying the vampire
idea.
theory now.
okay.
It seems strange that this key individual would come and ask specifically the mayor about White Dragon. What if Helena is a white dragon of some sort, and
You think there's 2 white
the
dragons?
mayor is
And they're getting the gold from
perhaps
her hoard. All of this riches.
Yeah, they have to be getting the money from somewhere.
Listen, if we go find Helena, I can smell her and I can tell you what she is.
Let's go
Real
find
good at
Helena.
it.
Well, we can go break into the mayor's mansion.
Weren't we invited for dinner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like he's not gonna let us go pull his secret bookshelf.
I'll
We
just
go
say I gotta take a piss.
we go early before he's had a chance to get Helena out of the dungeon. We say,
Yes.
you
You're
said
sort of-
come when we're hungry. We're
What if-
hungry now.
Yeah, we're like, actually, we really like having dinner at 3:30 p.m.
It's probably already 5. It's probably
Yeah, it's
already
probably
dinner.
like already 5. Yeah.
But if we rush,
Yeah.
now, maybe we catch him in something. And
Jairus
then
rubs 2 flippers together.
That's not the
Yeah,
baby.
I like this.
sorry, it was just
I thought Rita Joe's reaching for a baby and came
Right.
back with a ketchup bottle.
and
That
then
was
your face
awesome.
was also so confused and upset. It's like you were expecting a baby.
Baby's asleep.
The idea that like yeah, that Eric's like, here you go, here's the, and then you're like, what have you done to my child? Okay.
So good.
Okay. Okay. If we rush up the hill right now, maybe we can catch Helena getting ready, right? Like maybe he's still getting her out or getting her under his control or something. And then I have a potion of invisibility. Oh my gosh. Okay. One of us, who's the stealthiest? It's not me. My armor makes clangy noises. Who's stealthy?
I
I
can.
am surprisingly
incre-
stealthy to fight my fins.
Okay.
I'm
I
pretty
hand
stealthy.
the.
And can literally turn invisible because
Oh.
rangers.
Okay. Wait, because rangers? I play a high
Temporarily.
level ranger and I can't turn invisible.
There's
Hide in plain sight takes 10
is
minutes,
it?
and as soon as you move, it's
No,
a
no, no,
broken
no. I know, but there's a
motion
new
skills.
optional Tasha's feature called Nature's Veil.
Ooh. Which allows you to hide.
Isn't that
I
in
think,
your
and lightly
favorite
obscure.
terrain?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not a long time. You can bonus action become invisible until your next turn. So like 6 seconds or so.
How did I not know about that?
Tasha.
I have a level
I don't
18
know, but now you've
ranger.
learned.
What the fuck? Okay. Okay, someone take the potion of invisibility, and then we go, and oh
I'm
shit.
little and I'm stealthy, so.
Tell and Dr. Ravenstone weren't feeling well. We lie as we walk in, and then invisibly they sneak in and go to the bookshelf, and you look for History of Federo Part 2, and you pull it until it makes a little click, and then you put it back, and then it'll swing open.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm here
just
for it.
go. Let's just go.
Yes.
Okay, we're heading up the hill.
Was
Got it.
w-
Right.
was I have a really quick question. Was there any sort of lock, or did you see how the iron door opened? If it
No.
would open.
I didn't see him open the door, and I kind of close my eyes and try to picture it. Can I picture what the door, like, locking mechanism might have looked like?
You did not see a lock on it.
I didn't see a lock on it.
A door
But
handle.
A door handle of any kind?
No.
So how did it look like a door?
You saw hinges on it as if it would be able to swing out, but there was no lock or handle on this side.
Okay. There must be some mechanism that allows it to swing open, some mechanical or arcane mechanism that opens it, because there wasn't a handle, but there were hinges, so it can clearly swing. You'll have to look for something like that.
Okay.
So much for going underground. Andy was like, we're gonna go on a nice little adventure.
This is gonna be a 2-shot. There's just no way.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I'll just cast Gate and tuck the chalice through it, and we'll still have accomplished our main mission. Okay, we're gonna go to the thing. We're heading up the hill
All right.
at a
Running up
fast
that hill.
clip. A fast enough clip.
At a fast pace.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading something from before. At a fast clip, you go up to the hill. Um, yeah, it's you come against this dilapidated building. You know the entrance that he went into. Um, Standing in the middle of the road as you approach up the hill, you see P just kind of standing there, almost in contemplation of the manor itself.
Are you? Hey, where? Are you looking for another one like you?
There's a
'Cause
tiny
we
bit of
might know.
blood that drips from her fingers.
Are you sure you don't want some healing?
It's not mine.
That's pretty badass.
That is
If
pretty badass.
I'll grin.
I'm going to make a mess of this place tonight, I suggest you don't be here.
This house or this town?
Depends on what I find in the house first, I think.
How about you don't make a mess of us? Because I, but we don't quite leave and not
There's
get in your way.
okay. There's a person being held in a room behind a door, behind a bookshelf. Is that something you care about?
Someone is being held.
Yes.
Uh, in some capacity, in some manner. I don't know. It's Helena, the person who is supposedly the mayor but not the mayor. Just checking. If that's the same thing you're going for, that's what we're going for. Not to like hurt her, just to figure what the fuck is going on. Because it was a carrot angled in front of my face.
A little sus.
Hmm. I could draw out every guard and individual in that house, if you'd like. If you free
This was nice.
Helena, in my name, maybe,
Which is what?
give her the name Pelitoth.
Okay. Does that name mean anything to me, Shay? It means
Give
a
me a
lot.
history
Or
check.
any of us.
Ooh, Teleday, give me a history check with advantage.
Can we all do? Because I want to
It's a
do.
Yeah,
9
anyone
from
who wants to.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a 0.
Did you say
in
this is more
history.
a history, you said?
History check, yep.
Oh
Okay.
dear,
I
I
mean, I'm
know
proficient,
nothing.
so I might as well try.
Another nat 20.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's my third nat 20 of the night. I don't know what's happening.
Damn, I know nothing.
You see Teleday
Same.
start to kind of
You
bounce up and down a little bit.
the the himbo bimbo combo here, sibling combo. It's like I don't know.
So I'm sorry, what was everyone else's?
3.
3,
6.
9, 16?
9.
9. Dr. Ravenstone, the name almost sounds familiar, but you have no idea from where. Teleday. This is a famous dragon in Halfling lore.
Oh, okay. I mean, Rachel
This
knows
is the
too.
dragon that once gave a gift to a little girl to give to a god. This is a white dragon that has been friends with halflings over the years. Has mythically looked out for them, but is ancient and powerful.
Oh, shit, you're old as fuck.
I still look good, though.
You do. You look great. I mean, also, we should be pals, right? Like, you're cool with my people,
I'm cool with a few of you, but you've
but I'm pretty
also
cool.
betrayed me before.
I mean,
So
I haven't specifically.
you have not. Let's make sure that doesn't happen.
Nah, I'm not much of a betrayer. I'm pretty in your face. So
Yes, in your face halflings.
yeah.
Um,
So we should definitely work together. I mean, it's like, just it's just how things should be.
would you like me to lure them out?
Yeah.
Are you ready now?
Sure.
Wait, I use emboldening peace. Forge an empowering bond among people who are at peace with one another. Does Peloton count as at
Alright.
peace with us right now?
They're at peace with you, yeah.
As an action,
Yeah.
choose a number of willing creatures within 30 feet equal to your proficiency bonus. That is 5, so it's all of us. It's gonna have to be us without Peloton, maybe, because it
Not
would have to be
5 in
6,
addition to you, but 5 including you.
including you.
Yeah.
You create a magical bond among them for 10 minutes or until you use this feature again. This creature can roll a d4 and add that number to an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw it makes. Each creature can add it only once per turn. The end. Oh wait, I think it has a second level. The bond you forge, this is just like an extra, like I'm higher level, so I get extra stuff for it. Okay, now we can also teleport to each other if we're within 30 feet of each other and someone's going to take damage to protect each other.
Damn.
Okay.
Man.
I would be honored to fight alongside of you.
Well, hopefully it doesn't
That was
come to that.
Okay.
But if it does, Hugard, Knight of Bovalia,
The Dreadnought Knight of Bovalia.
will make a mess of things.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Where's the plan? Still for us to go in invisible and
Might as well. Here's the potion, and I toss it to my wife.
yeah.
If I do this
My
right, there
wife.
won't be anyone left in that house. That should be a problem for
Yes.
you.
Fabulous.
No one's a problem for me.
Damn it, I like you. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Jerish, where was I going with this? Talks to, what's your name, Rachel? What's your
Tell?
name?
Tell.
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 Yes. Tells Tell that to kind of hold off on the invisibility unless necessary, because he's going to cast Pass Without a Trace as the two of them are running up
Okay.
that hill.
Um,
So I'll be detected anyway.
just one last thing, Peloton. P. If one of us just so happened to be in possession of, a phoenix, how'd you go about making sure it didn't eradicate everything in existence?
A phoenix?
Fire demon.
A giant one.
Like from
But-
the fire elemental plane.
Yeah,
Not,
perhaps.
not the lava phoenix.
Oh, the very same.
Yes.
Like
Yeah, I
came out of a
captured it.
volcano.
It's my
It was
prisoner.
brilliant.
Whatever you
you-
do, do not let that out.
No, we want to destroy it.
Why don't we
I
just...
cannot destroy that.
Okay.
But
So
you're like all
the-
powerful.
the gate to like the ice plane would be the way to go.
If you could get rid of it in the ice plane, yes, that would not only seal it away, it would probably kill it over time.
You want to help us?
But the ice plane is extremely dangerous.
Yeah, but you're a white dragon.
Well, for me, I could probably survive it.
So let's all go together.
Just
None of you. One problem at a time, perhaps.
should we do this one first? Because it might obviate the other problem. I'm just saying. Okay, never mind. Let's find out what's going on with Helena. Let's focus. I'm
Okay.
just
Thing that
worried.
Andy totally had planned for the rest of the night.
Oh my gosh. The derailing is real.
I do fear I wasn't completely told of the stakes of this mission, but anyway, let's go.
Everyone, hold on.
The dragon forms in the middle of the street. You immediately start hearing screams. You are covered in just shadow as you feel the looming white dragon grow above you, spreading its wings.
None of us can be frightened, by the way.
None of you
Except
are
for the
frightened
fish.
by this creature, though you should
The
be.
fish.
Oh, Dr. John can.
Oh, the fish maybe.
No.
Yeah.
You can't because you're within 10 feet of me.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh.
Yeah, brilliant.
Well, for now, yeah.
Yes.
That's
You,
true.
you
Paladin
start,
auras.
Dr. Ravenstone, you start to feel that dread start to come over you, and Hugar just kind of puts a hand on your shoulder, and you just feel warm and courageous in the presence of such a glorious being, and you are safe from fear. The wet dragon now starts to circle above the city a little bit as you kind of advance, though keeping out of the main thoroughfare here a bit. So why doesn't everyone give me a stealth check? And
We
you
have Pass Without a Trace on,
can
right?
add +10 to
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So I have armor of invulnerability. Does
We
it,
all
oh
get
my
a-
gosh.
We all get a D4, right, from Elise?
Yep. You also get the D4 plus me.
Mm.
Does that still count as heavy armor? Is it heavy armor if it's magical? Do I still
Yes,
get the
I believe so.
disadvantage on stealth?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm
Um,
disadvantaged.
Do I feel like this will take more than 10 minutes?
To
Get up to the house and go in and sneak around?
no,
Then I'm gonna do my bolstering magic again.
You should
I
be
can
able to
do it
get
up to 5 times.
into the house
Okay.
within 45, 50 seconds. Yeah.
Okay.
Plus 10 from Pass Without Trace. I got 30.
30.
Holy fuck, that's my 4th nat
My
20!
God. Wow.
No joke!
This is insane.
So, yeah, to the viewers at home, adding Pass Without a Trace and that D4, my total stealth roll was a 46.
Holy
shit!
crap.
Mine's a 38, so I
Mine's only a
so
24.
I'm a 38 with a nat 20.
Level
Jesus
13 is great.
I rolled a 1 on both of my D3 and my D4. Bullshit. I can't believe I've rolled 4 nat 20s tonight. This is very unlike me.
You've needed them. Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
I am okay. Another D4. I'm okay. Well, finally. Okay, that's good. 20, 26.
26 is good. Yeah. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that our lowest stealth roll?
That's the
No,
lowest.
24.
24,
Oh,
24
okay.
and 26. So with that, you almost disappear into the shadows and the windswept snow that's kicking up. Even the steam from the nearby hot springs seems to kind of drift over by you and obscure you as you're off the main road. And then you hear as a blast of icy fury lands on the house itself. The dragon starts to careen up toward the peak of the mountain above, and roars gigantically. You see guards immediately rushing out of this house. They're trying to get equipment. Some of them are even trying to put the armor on as quick as they can. And you also see the master, the mayor of the house, rushing out, removing the wand from his cane, and beginning to sort of make a few motions with it as he immediately begins to levitate into the air toward the dragon itself.
They don't.
We're trying to be stealthy, right? We don't
You
want to
are
interact with
very
the bear.
stealthy.
We're wanting to get in the house.
You don't think any of these people have seen you. Yeah.
Yeah.
The amount that I want to fight this mare is so
I
high.
know.
Okay, in the house. In
I
the
mean,
house.
you guys could stay back and fight while we go in, but
No,
yeah.
I bet Shay wouldn't fight. Shay is all about the peace. She grabs Hug because she feels the same thing that Hug is feeling right now, and is just like, focus, 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 focus. Trust Pelotov. Trust the fucking big white dragon. Just trust him. and like starts
Okay.
hauling Hugs towards the house.
All right. So all of you rush. The door is even left open. You rush inside the house. You don't believe anyone has seen you. And immediately you're confronted with all this ornate the furnishings and the workings of this house. You hear maybe a servant kind of in the kitchen still trying to get some things ready, but they're shouting at each other, even because they heard the roar. You feel a cold breeze coming from the stairway from upstairs. This giant cold breeze kind of rushes down at you. And you immediately then make your way over to the library, to the bookcase specifically. Which book do you pull?
The History of
History
Federo, Part 2.
Part 2.
While
Alright.
we're here,
Yeah.
I mean, just I mean, it's quick. I have another thing for my wild magic barbarian called Magic Awareness. And as an action, you could open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover.
Okay.
When you sense a spell, you learn which school of magic it belongs to. I'm kind of just... I wanted to look around this room while we're in here, if
Sure.
I can.
Yeah. You see glowing a rapier on the wall that seems to be some sort of evocation magic. You see a couple of the books themselves seem to be magical with divination magic, with transmutation magic. And as you pull the book and the bookcase swings open, behind it is a door of magic to your eyes. This thing is glowing bright.
Okay, so I'm going to tell everybody that the door is magic.
And it is...
What kind of magic?
It is some sort of necromantic magic.
Yeah, the door is
Oh.
necromantic magic, so maybe we should be careful.
I can dispel it. If we cast it at a high level, maybe it would dispel.
Are you asking me?
No,
We
I'm
could
just
try.
talking to the group.
Yeah.
Do we want to
Yeah,
try?
I think that sounds smart.
I do too. Because
Should I give it everything I've got?
Yeah, do it.
maybe not everything.
I'm gonna
Okay.
but
switch
certainly a lot.
my bolster magic to bolster you instead.
And
And as this is happening,
Yeah.
I'm of course going to be providing guidance to my sister if she needs it. Thank you all in chat.
It is an ability check, so I do get my plus D4.
Nice. Plus another
Plus
D4.
another D4 plus a D3 from me.
And before you roll this, thank you
Me and
everyone
Andy
in
do.
chat.
Oh, I know it's coming.
Sons
Oh.
of cashew of hell,
Oh no.
my pickles. I see in your vulvas the same
God.
fear that would hear the heart of me. A day may salivate when the mud of man fails, when we forsake our indiscretions and break all bonds of fellowship.
Oh, jeez.
But it is not this day. An hour of toofs and felines when the age of Dragon P comes killing down. But it is not this day. This day we snack.
There it is.
And by all that you hug dear in this oatmeal, I bid you blow men the door. And it works so well because Matt's noun, the last noun was door.
Also,
Beautiful.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
And my magic will be to
Oh,
blow on it. That's how I dispel it. I'm gonna blow on the door with my brother's guidance.
Yeah.
are you casting at what level?
I'm going to cast dispel magic
Yeah.
at sixth level.
Okay.
So it automatically dispels a spell of if the target is equal to or less than the level of the spell slot I use. So if it's a 6th level spell or lower, it will automatically dispel.
Correct.
Otherwise, I will roll uh, an ability check. It says
Mhm.
ability check using your spell casting ability, which means I do get to add all my bonuses because it's an ability check, right? So
Yep.
okay, am
You
I
do
rolling?
need to roll.
Oh damn!
With
Okay.
advantage
Ooh.
because of that amazing inspiration Mad Lib.
Okay. And I get
And
to
then
add what?
2d4 and a d3.
So
Plus
hang on.
your spellcasting modifier.
So a d20 plus 2d4.
And a d3.
I
Plus 5
yeah, I
for my
don't
Five.
think this can fail, but
23.
yeah. You feel as you latch on to the exact sort of magic that is this door. The door was requiring some sort of sacrifice from you, and you latch onto that knowledge, almost give it a false sacrifice, that it expends its magic, and then immediately fades away. The door then opens up, and before you is a staircase going down.
I high five my brother and then I kiss my wife dead on the lips, passionate, and and thank them for their help and guidance. And then go down the stairs.
All right. In the distance, you hear.
Nice.
Wait, upward or distance down the stairs?
Upward. Yeah, upward.
Valid
Okay.
clarification. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
good clarification.
Yeah.
So you step down into the stairway. You immediately come into some sort of almost ritualistic sort of. It almost feels like a temple immediately. There's a stairway on your left and right, both going up to a higher sort of level. There are two large doors then at the top of that level, and a small pool before you. You immediately see ripples in the pool right before you here.
Okay,
What
so because
would you like to do?
because we're in a temple-y sort of place, Jerish's danger instincts are going off, and he'd like to cast Find Traps.
Nice.
Find traps.
That's what archaeologists do.
Nice.
A trap
Trap
within
for
the
the
range
purpose
of the
of
spell,
spell.
120 feet. This. Okay, so there are several traps in this room.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Both doors are trapped up here. The water seems to be some sort of magical trap. And then there's a trap
Ooh.
having to do with this torch right here. On your left. And the ripples in the water continue, and you start to hear a muffled.
Can you repeat that?
From
Coming from ahead of you somewhere. It's kind of bouncing off the walls. It's hard to tell.
I
This,
definitely yelled, can you repeat that?
yeah, you don't hear it again.
Damn.
Ooh,
Over the telepathic bond, Jerish just quickly says, I detect traps, and he says the two doors, the pool, the torch, you said? Is that
Yes.
3 places that he was getting something?
Yeah.
Okay. Then that's that.
And were they magical traps or
The one in
the water was?
Yeah.
So I can cast locate creature and see if we can find Helena.
Okay.
But describe a name or creature of a creature. Describe or name a creature that is familiar to you, which they're not.
Well, I mean, now you're familiar to a white dragon.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If Helena isn't a white dragon, we're working on an assumption that she is.
Right.
If she isn't, I can name a specific kind of creature, and it will kind the closest one to us. But if I name white dragon, it's going to just find Pelatoth if Helena isn't that, right?
Could you
We
say
made an assumption.
Helena the white dragon?
Or Helena
Is
the dragon.
That's true. I have to name a creature. I can just name her. We know her name.
Helena?
Yeah, we don't need to say specifically because we don't know what creature she is, right? Or 100%.
Yeah, it says describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. So, do we want to try it?
Yeah.
It's concentration, lasts for an hour.
Yeah, and I'm also, Andy, going to activate my second use of Divine Sense. So if there are any
Okay.
Celestials, Fiends, or Undead in 60 feet of me.
You do not sense that immediately.
Okay, good.
All right.
And so I've got, just so you know, I've got this cool cube of force that it's got a bunch of charges on it, and I can use 5 of them to put a 15-foot cube centered on me through which various things couldn't pass, but if I did it in one way, like nothing could pass through, including spells, living matter, non-living matter, but we'd get to choose if floors and walls and ceilings pass.
So what you're saying is we could put that in front of a magical gate that I could make appear, and then nothing could come through the gate, and then I could just chuck. We could just chuck the flask
Oh,
through it
yeah.
if we can figure out. I mean, like the flask can't go through it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll think about.
Yeah, the
we'll
flask
think
can't
about
go
that.
through it.
Yeah, we can figure that out somehow.
But you could put the flask on the other side of the door, and the door. That might be a.
We'll think about it.
I was thinking of it for protection, but
I mean, that is protection.
It's a good point though.
Gates
Yeah.
in a plane of ice, then we do need protection. I think is what
Yes.
Andy's been hinting at.
yes.
But we could just, Okay, locate creature. Is Helena here? Hello, Helena? That's how I locate her.
You get the sense that Helena is ahead of you, almost as if the spell kind of worked, but is muffled. You can't quite catch the exact like coordinates of Helena, but you can just tell that she's somewhere ahead of you. So yeah, you're not exactly sure what's interfering here.
Which torch was it that you said was associated with the trap?
The one on the left, I can ping it again here, over here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Because I'm wondering if there's like another door, or if we have to go down into the water.
Well, Dr. Ravenstone, you said the water is trapped. Water can interfere with locate creature, as can wide, like thick stone barriers, things like that. So she could be under this water, but it's trapped, or she could be behind those doors. Or neither.
Let's try doors.
It's all trapped, so I can try dispelling again if we think that's the best option, or we can see if there's another way to disarm the trap.
Do you see where I just pinged? Right there?
Yeah.
There's not a connecting wall on that. Is that like a glitch, or is that?
It's a statue. These are
Okay.
small little alcoves.
Fog of War, kind of.
Yeah, here.
Okay,
Okay.
got it. Got it. Oh boy, I saw that.
Everyone panics. Turn order.
I know.
Like that.
So doors first. We want to try the doors.
Let's try the doors.
I feel like it's got to be the water.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, the water's
so
bubbling, right?
Oh, it was bubbling.
So real quick, if everyone could move like one step at a time toward the door.
Okay.
But we found all the traps.
Yeah, you did. You discovered where they are. Yes.
Yeah.
Can we follow the doctor?
Sure.
I don't know. Can I do
Yeah.
my magic thing again?
What's okay?
Oh, is that not like to see where spells are, or is that not worth it?
No, it's up to you. I didn't know what magic thing you were talking about.
Sorry, the magic awareness
Sure.
thing to see where spells are to try and avoid certain things.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
All right. So you do that. You immediately sense that the water is incredibly magical. Um, you don't see anything else in here.
Ah. Okay, so most of the traps that apparently exist are not magical, but the water is super magical.
Okay.
Sweet sister, you wouldn't perchance think that your god Philomotor would find imprisonment to be not the most peaceful of EBs, right?
Not peaceful BBs, no. Do you want me to try divine intervention? I want to try it. Let's do it.
I absolutely go for that, but then I have a second option.
All right. How am I wording this?
Free, can you free Helena from imprisonment?
You're free Helena well,
Can you bring Helena to stand in front of us?
bring Helena from wherever she is safely past any traps.
Can you rejoin? Can you rejoin Pelatoth and Helena?
Not in the place she
No.
is. Can you bring
Yeah, that's,
Helena to Pelotov?
Yeah.
this is like a genie trying to twist words. He's not gonna.
Also,
we
your
bring-
god is not like a trickster god or
Yeah.
anything like
That's
that.
true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. Should we bring Helena to us just in case Helena and Pelatoth are like, in case Helena is like, oh no, blood feud, bad news. Let's not do that. Just in case, give it a chance before she just goes out and ends up in a blood feud with a dragon on the streets.
As long as she doesn't end up in a blood feud with
I mean, we're
us.
acting like a divine intervention is gonna work.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, let's
Okay.
give it a shot.
Bring
Let's give it a
Helena
shot.
before us from wherever she is.
Unharmed.
Please, please don't harm us or her. You're the best. The vibes are rancid. Love you, Mom.
Also, is it okay if we don't
No.
exactly, real quick, if we don't exactly take a break, but people can just do their thing as they need to?
Yeah.
Is that
I would
okay,
love
or
that.
would we like
That's
to
fine.
Yeah.
take like 10 minutes? or something?
I need to. It's fine. I need to step away for a bit to
Yeah.
set up pumping and stuff. Then.
Yeah, do your thing. Do your thing. Yep. We're at a good spot, I think. To
Yeah, if there's enough of us, do we want to just do a break?
that's your,
I gotta pee.
yeah. Why don't we
So-
just take 10 minutes here and
Be
Okay.
really quick. Yeah. It
Yeah,
just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Probably
so-
doesn't even need to be 10.
yeah, whatever.
So.
So yeah, we'll take a quick break here. We'll be back on in just a minute, and yeah, we'll be back with more stuff. So yeah, so make sure everyone can manage their fluids. And we love you, and we'll be back soon. Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, we have returned from the place of spells and fairies to bring you more of Fire Heist. So, I'm afraid petitioning your god, Shay, you get back a brief sort of whisper of a voice. Not yet. And yeah, I mean, yeah. What else would you like to do? You're all kind of huddled in the space near the door, a little bit afraid to go too much further. But what would you like to do?
Well, we said we'd start with the doors. Should we?
Excellent.
Now want
Yeah.
to look at them super magical water?
Thinking the super magical waters.
The magical
Fine.
water is kind of, since there's stairs, it's kind of weird. It's kind of at the bottom of the stairs or at the top of the stairs.
It's in between the stairs.
In-
Yeah. So this at the bottom of them.
Yes, at the bottom. Okay, that's what I was figuring.
Yeah.
But we kind of have to go
Yeah.
down the stairs. Anyway, knowing that there's something up with the torch on the left side, Dr. Ravenstone starts to stealthily, carefully make the way this way, anticipating that others are following.
As you get here, Dr. Ravenstone,
Yep. Okay.
the water starts to vibrate a little bit, and droplets start kind of jumping out of it. Do you make any sort of glance over in that direction? You can just kind of hear them. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Can you hear? So I hear the water moving as I'm there.
Yeah, and you kind of
Maybe
see some
look for the
droplets
water
maybe,
Or for the
yeah, kind of get onto the stairs. Do you look at it at all? I understand that's a very
I know
loaded
this is a
DM
kind of
question.
trick question and trap, but sure, I'm gonna go with it.
Right, I think naturally you
I'm
would
just
probably.
curious.
You see a woman underneath the water, pushing against sort of the surface tension of it, almost like banging against it. Long, flowing white hair, but she does appear to be quite young. And definitely seems to be trying to get your attention.
Do we have another high level dispel?
Yeah, if you want me to use it.
What school of magic was the water, Andy?
School of Magic would be Conjuration.
Okay, I would share that if it's useful at all, but just
Conjuration.
Now, conjuration would be used to actually conjure the water. I mean, that doesn't. You don't have to answer that, obviously, but that is one of the uses of the school of conjuration
Sure.
to conjure water. Okay.
Put a barrier there? Would that be conjuration?
Abjuration is usually barriers or wards or
Okay.
things like that.
I'm gonna take out my scimitar and not threateningly, and just like slowly look like I'm maybe gonna tap the surface, but not do it, and look at this lady to see if she like this no or if she
Yeah, as your scimitar kind of gets near the top of the water, she stops for a second, kind of banging on the surface. Is looking at you, trying to figure out what you're doing. And ultimately she shakes her head and kind of points in this direction.
Will you ping it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, just kind of this way.
Yeah, onward toward the doors.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll nod, put my scimitar back, and
And you hear a
That's-
very muffled.
Can I cast sending to talk to her?
You
let-
cannot cast the spell. It does not actually latch on to any creature there.
dang.
so maybe she's not. I mean, it's not
So-
illusion magic. I don't know what the.
Well, I mean, she could be illusory, but if
Wouldn't I
she's a
see
real
that?
person sending, like, does it
Yeah, I
doesn't
mean,
have to, unlike message, it's not like, you have to pick somebody. It's anywhere on any plane of existence I can cast.
right. Yeah. It does
It
not seem to latch
doesn't
on,
land.
which means to you either this person isn't real or the water is such a strong barrier the spell cannot pass through it. And that's
I see.
wild to you because it can
Right,
go through
yeah.
planes.
It can go to other planes. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. um I will share that information. I Either she's not real and she is nowhere in existence, period, or this magic is the strongest magic ever
Could I
that I've
try and
ever
break it
encountered.
with my warhammer?
Mm, I mean, I guess you could hit it with your, but I think it's our best bet is probably to do what she says and keep
Fair.
going.
Indeed. Yeah.
Should we try touching it?
Redstone
I kind of want to.
continues onward.
What if I just poke my finger in it?
I'll draw my bow.
I go up to it and I poke my finger in it.
Okay.
You hit the surface and sort of like almost dip in, but you're not actually penetrating the surface tension. It's just sort of gives a little under your finger.
Like a really hard waterbed.
Yeah. And at this, she's saying,
Hmm.
she's just
Okay.
making motions, saying no and like keep going, that kind of thing.
Then I'm going up this way.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
important to
I'll
note
follow.
that Jared also has a bow out in one hand.
Okay.
But also, it's good that up to you, Andy, which one it would be. But either investigate or perceive the door looking. He already knows it's trapped in some capacity, but whether there's
Yeah.
any mechanism, such like
Investigation, please.
investigate. 24.
+4 d4, sorry, from me.
Oh yeah, there's a d4. 26.
Excellent. With a 26, you are able to see the mechanism here. It is, it's a wire that seems to be going up almost through the hinges of the door, into kind of the ceiling and disappearing. So you're not exactly sure where or what it will trigger, but it appears like opening the door will trigger this, or cutting the wire will trigger this. So you're not exactly sure off the top of your head how to disarm it. But
Right.
you could get in there with some thieves' tools or something and disarm it, or attempt it if you'd like.
I could, because I do have those. It was more of, yeah.
Yeah, so
Uh,
you
he got
know,
In here.
yeah, exactly where the mechanism is. If you'd like to attempt to disarm it, that's up to you.
Jared says to the others telepathically, I recommend staying back a few feet as I try these things. And he attempts a thieves' tools check, I suppose.
Give me a roll.
What attribute? Like dexterity or intelligence?
It's dexterity, and you're proficient in the thieves' tools, or you just have them. Okay, then add your proficiency bonus.
Yes.
Plus
And
the stuff.
The D4.
Plus a d4, I guess. Yes, let's check. So a 27.
With a 27, that's good. You needed it. With a 27, you're able to kind of finagle the wires so that it very lightly then gives, and not like springs up. And you're able to kind of hold it enough until you draw it up toward the ceiling, and then you don't feel the tension pulling anymore, and you let go, and you don't believe that any trap has been triggered. The door is not locked then.
Right. Does it have a handle or a push or something?
Yeah, it just appears like you can push it open. Yep.
Do you want somebody strong to go first, just in case? Or
Uh, Yes, I would prefer this.
Yeah, I'll push my way through and go first.
All right. You push your way through. You go first. You open up into a larger room. Small staircases on the left and the right kind of go up a level. And then there's doors on the left and right and center. The center seems to have a raised kind of platform. And all of this is surrounded by books and notes that are extremely old.
Oh.
I have no idea if this is where we're supposed to be.
Can you do the thing where you find traps again, Dr. Ravenstone?
I could. I'm just like doing a vague estimate. It's like out to 120 feet, so it would at least cover most of this room from when I first did it. Unless
I
the
think you have to
traps
be
it's
able to
not
see it.
clean.
Right, I think,
Yeah, I was gonna check that.
yeah, traps behind total
Within
cover.
line of sight. Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, might as well. Walks into the room and does another find traps. That could be useful.
A step on both stairways is trapped.
Cool.
One on each side. Several of the books light up as trapped on each side. And the doors in the back behind the raised platform are trapped. This place, you've not seen so many traps like in some of the best, most guarded dungeons you've come across.
Andy, when I used my divine sense earlier,
Yeah.
Did I get any, more sense that this was a holy, like that this is a holy ground here?
Yes, that would make sense. Yeah, this is the temple that maybe the town itself was built on in the myths.
Mm.
Okay. Dr. Ravenstone says over the telepathic bond. Ah, these ancient people really like their traps. Rather than looking concerned about the traps, however, his face is just a wide grin.
Hmm.
And he was going to say he summarizes where the traps are, what they are, which books.
Can I go back and look at the lady in the water and be like, "Is this the right door?"
She kind of just pounds on the water again.
Yeah,
And
we're trying to help you.
is just telling you to move like that direction.
Useless.
So what would you like
I
to do?
don't know what we're looking for. I'm not the smart one here, so what are
I don't think
doing?
we have a smart one.
That's fair.
Well, maybe now
You're
with Dr.
smart,
Ravenstone.
Shay.
I have a 0 intelligence. Thanks,
I mean,
though.
same. But
Ditto.
like, you're smart.
Shay, I think, is interested in going upstairs, so she will carefully
Avoid the
skip
trip
the
step.
traps. Yeah.
Good.
No.
Yeah, you skip the step that essentially lit up when he was looking for fine traps.
I will also skip that step
Yeah.
and follow up.
Very good. Yeah, you don't touch any of the books or the papers on the side. You're kind of making your way toward the raised area, which has a small ladder that you can climb up and onto that didn't light up trapped necessarily. And then the door in that back on that platform was trapped.
I think we need to go through this one.
Ravenstone, could you do the thing again where you deftly disarm?
This time I'll give him guidance.
Yeah, sorry, I was changing out my earbuds, so I caught the last half of Elisa's sentence. I'm assuming you're talking to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could you
I
disarm
want
the
you
trap?
to disarm this trap.
Yeah, I can absolutely try.
right.
Proceeds up the same way that everyone else went.
Yep.
Deftly with a fish tongue hanging out of the mouth.
Yep.
And
Tries
well,
these tools.
while Dr. Ravenstone's doing that, I think I would do another. Helena, are you here? Which way do we need to go?
You get a second D4 because You got guidance from Hugs.
Yeah,
Wow. So many D4s.
27.
28?
28.
28?
28. Sorry,
Yeah.
I missed the one. My bad.
No, I was worried that I forgot how math worked for a second.
You're good. Telly Day, are you in this room with them or back here by the water?
Rachel's
Oh,
gone.
oh,
Oh, sorry.
I thought you were frozen, Rachel.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were talking to me. I'm
No, no
so
worries.
I've been awake since 4:30 this morning. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
What was your question?
You're valid.
Are you back here by the water or are you moved up into this room with them?
I moved back up. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No. You're good. You're probably up
I'm
here
paying
with
attention.
everyone.
I
All right.
swear. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd be with everybody. I think.
Okay. So it seems like the lock itself is trapped, in this thing. So if you want, disarming the lock to the door should disarm the trap, is what you believe.
Okay.
The 28.
Yeah. 28.
Right.
That's
So,
cool.
so 28. You
Or
use
is that
your
different?
thieves' tools. You start to place one to match one of the tumblers. You get a second one to start to turn the lock, and then you see something strange. The lock grins at you
Oh crap.
And
oh,
then-
mimic lock.
and breaks your thieves' tools and goes, and then kind of.
And
The
hopefully
door
not my
itself
hands.
is not moving. Only the small lock on it seems to be
Alice in Wonderland.
enjoying your thieves' tools.
Give it a little. Tell
Hmm.
me. Give it a punch. Punch.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to punch the lock.
All right. Give me a punch roll.
What I don't
Very
even know
lock-picking.
what is my.
Unarmed
That-
strike.
I don't have it.
Are you literally punching, or are you actually hitting it with something?
I mean, I can pull out my warhammer.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Oh, as you do that, I'm going to make it magical for you.
Oh
Ooh.
shit!
I touch a non-magical weapon until the spell ends. It becomes magic with a +1 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
I'm also gonna rage while I do it.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna really go in on this. So then I think that also means we'll need to roll on the wild magic table as well.
You are not wrong.
You can add a
so
D4 to that if you want.
26. I mean, does a 26 hit this lock?
Yes, it does.
um,
Give me a D100.
no, it's a D8.
Oh, D8 for. Oh, you have a
Yeah,
special one. That's right.
There is a special table for barbarians.
Yeah, that's a
Is
10. There's.
You
is
have
that
it open, or do you
including
want
the
me to find
damage
it?
rolls?
Yeah,
Is
do I
it-
get pluses from Sam's thing for damage, or
Yes.
You get a plus to the attack and damage.
so
Plus
what's the
one.
plus? Plus what? So it'd
1.
be 13 damage, and then I rolled a 4. What's a 4, Andy? I don't have my book in front of me, but I can get it if I
No
need
problem. Yeah. Could you look it up? Because I keep turning stream
Yeah.
off.
Is it just Wild Magic Barbarian Path
or-
of the Wild Magic or
Yes.
to. Yeah,
whatever? Yeah. Okay, so a
I don't know
4
where
you
the
think?
fuck I put my book. Yeah.
A 4
Oh, it's
I
right
should
here.
say.
Never mind. Magic infuses one weapon of your choice that you are holding. Until your rage ends, the weapon's damage type changes to force, and it gains the light and thrown properties, with a normal
Okay.
range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. If the weapon leaves your hand, the weapon reappears in your hand at the end of the current turn. Well,
That's
then I
fucking
definitely feel like
great.
I would have just fucking thrown it at the.
Okay.
So here's what I would have done.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so as a wild magic barbarian as well, I can teleport when I rage.
Yeah.
So I think what I would have done is I would have raged, teleported back, gotten this power and infused it, and thrown the warhammer at the lock, and then bamfed it back to my hand.
Since it's become magical, you remove the one. I can't enchant it, so it's
Oh,
back to 12
sorry.
damage.
It's all good.
I get a spell slot back. It's fine.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I have
Yay.
force damage though, which is fucking great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's force damage. But yeah, so I basically I rage, teleport, infuse it, throw it, and then bring it back to me.
I love it. All right, so as you throw it, you hit this lock that just shoots this tiny mimic straight through the door, and
Yeah.
you just hear a way on the other side. You're pretty sure you've destroyed this mimic entirely.
Yeah.
Very
I just
good.
really wanted to go all out. Sorry.
You've
Yeah.
absolutely destroyed my thieves' tools too.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd already
already
been.
eating those.
Yeah. The doors
Yeah.
the doors down here behind you shut. And immediately you start
Oh.
hearing a
Oh, good.
Great.
as a green gas begins to fill the room very quickly.
We can't be poisoned.
You fucking can't be
Good
poisoned.
thing.
I
I
can.
can't be poisoned.
Good
Yeah.
thing.
This whole
yeah, you
trap-
can.
Don't care. It's nothing to you. It was a doozy too. Doesn't do anything
Yeah.
to you. Yeah. So you wait. We'll just say you wait just like a minute. Eventually, the gas dissipates and the doors open on their own.
Is the doctor okay?
Oh, that's right. The
doctor's
doctor is not.
surrounded by water, right?
Surely I can do something. Hang on.
Yeah, I can do a
I
lay on
mean-
hands. I can remove your
This is
like
true.
if you're
We could-
poisoned
I
or
mean,
whatever.
Yeah, you could just keep healing me and so that I can't die. I'm trying to see a certain element thing, if one of them's poison or if it's acid.
Okay.
Or poison. Okay.
Yeah.
So, as the gas is entering the room, the doctor kind of puts out his hands in front of him, grabs the multicolored amulet around his neck, and goes, Haku, please help me. And then, appearing directly in front of him is a large, draconic drake.
Draconic
With
Drake?
wings. Yes, a draconic drake as opposed to a non-draconic drake. It sort of wraps itself around his head, I suppose. But I also, upon summoning it, get resistance to the damage type that I chose. In this case,
Okay.
was poison.
I can also cast a spell to help you if you end up needing it. Just so you know.
And
to-
I
yeah,
can
was
I
gonna
can
say,
literally remove your disease
That's true. We can just remove
easily.
And to add to
Yeah.
that, I would have advantage on the saving throws against being poisoned.
Okay, that's what mine.
So
is.
this
Okay,
is, yeah, I don't know how much.
Give me 2 Constitution saving throws, please.
Sure.
You do get the plus D4 from my protective or emboldening piece.
Jesus.
Yeah,
A 20 is exactly what you need. That's the DC.
All right.
Okay, good.
Okay. So you're only gonna take half. Oops. You're only gonna
Right.
take half of this. So 12 damage
Well,
for the first one, and
Yeah.
9 for the second.
okay.
You also feel yourself nearly losing consciousness a little bit. You have to steady yourself against your drake that kind of nuzzles up against you, and you kind of shake it off. And it takes a little bit of time, but the gas dissipates. It seems like your skin has kind of boiled up in places a little bit, but you are alive.
Kind of coughs, is looking around, is confused. What's wrong with you four? You didn't
No
even
thing.
We're special.
ping.
I'll cast Healing Word by
do
sending
that.
one of my little snakes over.
Well, no, I can do something without even exhausting a spell slot.
Okay.
How much damage did you take?
12 minus 9 is 21.
My paladin level times 5, so I'm
Yeah, it's a lot.
13.
You have a lot in your pool.
Yeah, you said 29 is a total?
21.
21. Okay, yeah,
Oh,
go
I
ahead and
also
heal
forgot
up.
that I had temporary hit points to start with. So
Oh, that's right.
Well, they
21
weren't really.
minus 8.
Oh, yeah, you did.
So yeah, you
So
won't even need
I have
healing.
13. Yeah, I have 13 points down from my normal.
So
Oh,
you can
Okay,
take
well,
13 from Sam.
yeah, go
Right.
ahead and take it back.
Thank you.
All right. Through the door is much more of a cave system that you see. And
Is
all
it
of you-
dark?
I can see it now.
can you see it over here?
Okay,
Top
sorry, I
left.
didn't even
Oh.
notice that we were in a new room. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So you see this kind of cave system, and you can only kind of see so far. What would you like to do now? It's much colder down here.
Is this creature in front of us the Drake?
Yes.
Yes.
Do we all have dark vision?
No.
Yes.
I don't.
Not all.
I do.
I could let's see, what does this guy do? I'm going to cast light on your Drake,
Ooh.
Glowing
Okay.
drake.
giving it a 20-foot radius of bright light and then 20 feet of dim light. So
Excellent.
40 feet of illumination.
I love it. Brilliant.
Literally.
So, I mean, we're looking for something that will free Helena from where she's trapped.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any?
I mean, our original. I was gonna say our original goal was also to find the frozen fire or whatever, which is rumored to be in the area. So perhaps this temple and Helena's plight is connected. But
I'm
tell.
I'm also wondering if the frozen fire just refers to a dragon in captivity.
It's supposed to be
Wow.
able to open a portal or teleport something to the ice plane. Do you think
Maybe
that-
she has that ability.
Maybe she has that ability.
I don't know.
Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. Which way are we going?
Does this here seem to end right there? Or does that seem to continue forward?
No, it will continue forward.
We'll continue.
Turn
order. Oh.
Nope, not turn order. Nope, not turn order. This thing.
So you're trying to scare us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can kind of reveal sections as we go through.
Okay. And there's a side down there.
Dr. Ravenstone kind of mounts the dragon beast,
Nice.
and they proceed forward as a unit.
Shay, as you step into this room, kind of down here in the corner, you see what looks to be a grandfather clock. And it begins ticking quite
Oh, crap.
loudly.
That doesn't seem good.
Perhaps, as you kind of look closer at it, perhaps it is 50 seconds away from ticking down to midnight. As it ticks. Ticks.
I think this
Try
is. What's it gonna do? Is it gonna explode? Is it a bomb?
Ticks.
I will cast. Oh God.
I've got Wall of Stone. I could Wall of Stone it off.
I've started an actual timer.
Oh God.
Okay.
I can't disarm it.
Why?
I cast Autoluke's Resilient Sphere.
Okay.
Ooh.
We're all in, or
A sphere of shimmering force encloses a creature or object of large size or smaller. Not physical objects, energy, or spell effects can pass through the barrier. Immune to all damage. Object inside can't be damaged by attacks. weightless, just large enough to contain the object. And it can't. We can pick up and move it.
You
But
cast
is-
this on a creature?
I cast it on an
Or
object.
item.
I cast it
On
on
creature
an
or
object.
on the
object.
clock.
On the clock.
On the
Got it.
clock.
Which
Right.
is probably the wrong thing to cast it on.
How
But I
how
think Shay panicked.
how long does the
An
spell last?
unwilling creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
Sure.
But it's not a creature.
Creature though,
Yeah.
it's a clock.
But-
Concentration
it's a
for
clock.
it's a clock. Yeah, it's an object.
Yeah.
Concentration 1 minute.
1 minute.
And then
Alright.
I'll
Do
tell
you
it,
let
say,
it-
Lesson.
Do you let it tick down?
Yeah, I let it tick down.
I would tell everyone to come to me, and I would then, like, once they're within a 15-foot square, I would activate side 5 of the force cube,
Oh, which is
which is nothing passes through, including spell effect, living matter, non-living matter, gases, wind, fog, and we can choose whether or not we want walls, floors, and ceilings.
okay. So
So-
everyone has to be within 5 feet, essentially, of you.
It's a 15-foot cube, so yeah,
It's a
everyone has to be gathered around.
15-foot side cube. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah. So as this ticks down, tick. 20 seconds left.
Oh, God.
15 seconds left.
I feel like we should be running or something.
Is this whole thing gonna like
10 seconds left.
like
You know,
5 seconds left.
do you want us to do something? I think
You
this
do
is
whatever you
fun.
do.
Andy.
We've got 2 bubbles, essentially.
I think we
3
just have
seconds left.
I just want to. Okay.
to. I
Andy,
think it
you're
just
freaking me out.
happens. Just
It's
let it
not-
happen. Just let it happen.
happening.
Let's just let it happen.
You hear boom, boom, echoing throughout the cavern here. Boom.
Not even energy can pass through that barrier that's on that.
Oh, well,
Boy.
technically you can't hear it then.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
For the narration side of things, this is what happens. You
Fair,
don't
fair.
experience it. So then it ticks down and bongs.
Question:
Um,
if it was ticking down,
nothing- Happens.
does it?
Does
Did
what?
there have to be
What-
some sort of signal that was passed from the countdown to the thing that is happening? Could it energy? It says nothing, not even energy, physical objects or spell effects can pass through that barrier. Was
Sure.
there some sort of signal that had to get passed from the countdown to something else?
You don't know.
Okay. Do you know, Andy?
I mean, I do.
Well, why don't we not stick around and find out? And I'm gonna begin leading the pack up.
I
through
will, after
this
you
way.
smack into the side of the cube, I will deactivate it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't know it didn't work. Okay, all right.
I'm gonna walk up to.
sorry.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna walk up to the doctor, and I'm gonna say, "You seem like you know what you're doing with these, so." And I'm gonna hand him my thieves' tools
Oh.
because I am not proficient in them.
In case we come across another
Mhm.
bomb thing.
Yeah. So you can add them to your inventory, and I'll delete them from mine.
By the way, if it ever comes down to it, you all have an additional 10 feet of movement when you start your turn within 15 feet of me.
Okay.
Lovely. So very quickly then, you start to make your way through these caves. There doesn't appear to be anything else.
There's just a
No.
fucking clock in a cave.
It was just a clock in a cave for some reason.
Crap.
Oh, you know, a cave clock.
Yeah.
As you do.
Those.
Until
The
you
reclusive
get
cave.
to perhaps the last largest room of this place, which is a small little break off of the floor into a crystal clear still water.
Mhm. Is the
We
water
should be able
magic?
to see the edge of this wall, Andy, if
Yep.
there's anything there.
Nope, that is the
Oh,
edge.
oh,
Yep.
that's the edge.
That's like the
Okay.
end
Yeah,
of the map.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah.
It's crystal clear, so we can see to like the floor of the cave.
Yeah, with just a little bit of light, you can see that this goes down pretty deep, pretty immediately, so that the light doesn't quite pass through even to the bottom. But you do see something under the water, across almost on the edge of the wall over here, but underwater. Something blue and giving off its own brilliant light and flickering underneath the surface, almost like a fire.
Could it be?
We know if the water is magical.
That sounds like fire, but it's cold. I mean, this could be the thing we've
Yeah.
been looking for.
I mean,
Sure
I
as
could do
heck
my
could.
detect or my magic sensing and see if it's important or not important. See what it is, at least school wise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
good idea.
two things. It's downward to the water, right? It's not like that's a coast.
Oh, it's like a foot down to
Yeah.
the edge of the
Oh,
wall.
like a
Yeah.
foot down. Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you were meaning that like yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then like about how far away from us approximately outward into the water?
Yeah, it's only about
I might be
20,
talking about depth.
25
Okay.
feet.
Yeah.
Kind of to the other edge of the wall, but then it goes immediately down into depths that are very far. It's only about 10 feet under the surface.
Hmm.
I could summon a giant octopus, or I could be a giant octopus and go look at it.
I'm gonna do my to see what the school of magic is and see if any spells and stuff are around.
Okay.
Dr.
Excellent.
Ravenstone.
Yeah.
Dr.
Could I do the
Raven.
magic awareness first?
Sure. Yeah. So the magic awareness, real quick. It lights up as extreme magic, and it produces a school of magic that you don't know. It is something entirely different than the normal schools of magic. Almost as if this magic didn't originate in this world.
So this school of magic is I have never seen it before. This is some weird shit. So this seems like it's probably what we're looking for.
At this point, Dr. Ravenstone is now hopping from one fin to the other, kind of clapping hands. We did it!
Your wet slaps.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Rachel, why did you ruin this moment for me?
I'm sorry.
So,
I don't suppose you want your Drake to just go and fetch it.
I was indeed thinking this. Haku, would you mind?
was that an excited look?
Delightful.
Why does Andy make all companions terrible?
Not
Delightful.
at all what I envisioned, but
Oh, do you think I envisioned "Don't touch me" when I made Randolph?
Well,
yeah.
I'm
And
sorry,
and
you probably haven't seen
yeah.
Randolph yet, so.
Yeah, I've got an idea of it. The Drake has wings, so it sort of flies up directly over the
Okay.
spot where it is, and slowly, like, descends to the water, begins to sink a little bit.
All right. As soon as it
yep.
touches the water, something very odd happens. The water looks like it's pulling back from all of you. Like it flinches almost. As soon as the Drake touches the water rushes up almost against the side of that far cave. And then straight at you, this wall of water, this tsunami, just immediately fills the entire space of this cave and pushes straight into you. And I need everyone to make a strength saving throw, please.
Strength save?
Strength
Um,
save.
No time for a reaction?
I mean, it has to be a reaction, not a bonus action or anything.
Damn. Okay, no, it's a
Yeah.
bonus action.
Mm.
You get your plus D4. Don't forget.
Okay. Strength. Did I?
16.
21.
Oh, I didn't mean to roll that at advantage.
is this this is a saving throw. Okay, cool. Normal
29.
and a D4. Oh
Oh
God.
my god, I can't find my rolls. You're 12. Ooh, a 13 on my part.
All
I
right.
like the track you've chosen, Andy.
11.
So what are the totals? Who got above a 24?
Oh! Oh, never mind.
Me.
Everyone else, please
Fail.
take 32 damage.
What kind of damage?
Bludgeoning.
I have resistance to non-magical damage while I'm wearing my armor.
Is this magical?
Not magical. This is literally water rushing at you at an incredible speed.
So I get half speed or half damage?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Do I
if you
take half of
save,
that as well? Or
half damage.
so 16.
Yeah. Everyone else who failed, whether you had resistance or not, immediately gets pushed back into the cave system, banging up against the walls. It's almost like you're caught in a horrific, terrifying, and very fast river. You are separated into different parts of the cavern and are entirely underwater for the moment.
Quick question. How many temporary hit points did we all have?
7.
Or 7?
They were not. They weren't temporary. They were just. We added them to
Additional
our
hit
max.
points,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So then I am at that. I have temporary hit points
Oh.
though.
Oh.
Well, this looks bad.
Rising up out of the water, the only one still in the room is Tell that can see a leviathan, a
Oh, fuck.
gigantic, just purely water, dragon-shaped spirit. You see tentacles of water start to reach up and out of the water. One of them grabs around your leg, Tell.
Right, not get a deck save?
You will.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
boy.
Next time we
Oh.
play Fire Heist.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you so much for watching. Oof. This is going to be scary. But we got a little bit to do. We don't exactly know. We haven't planned the next session yet. Wasn't sure there would be a second session, but I'm happy there is. So we'll get that planned. We'll let you know what's going on so that the next time on Fire Heist, we're going to deal with this. We're going to deal with Helena. Somehow Palatoth is involved. Shit's going insane here.
Thanks, Joel.
So thank you very much for watching. We love you. Hang in there, everyone. And we'll see you next time. Good night.
Yeah. Bye.